Hi.
I don't think it's good
It's fine.
morning, everybody. Well, I
It's
don't know, everybody. Good morning, Susie.
good morning, Dawn.
Good
How's
morning, Roxy, because Roxy was there. Precious is here.
Susan? Hi, Precious. Norton's outside. Uh,
Norton's outside.
They've both been outside, but they
Right.
decided to go outside again.
Uh, good
I
morning, Ashley. Ashley's been here for a
hi.
while.
Let's go to comments. Hi, Ashley. She might have stopped,
Yeah,
but left.
dropped by and left.
I
Right.
told them that you were going to do a pop-up auction.
Oh, I will. I will.
Surprise for you. Let's do it with one person, with nobody here. Hey, nobody. Do you want to
So
buy it?
you're gonna pop up with me?
I'm like, what do I have? I have a pen. No, I have. What's
Are
your
you
problem?
gonna pop up in that auction with me?
I'll pop up some. I'll look around. There's got to be something to sell.
So you want to do that today?
If someone's here and wants to buy something, I'll sell it to them.
Look at this snowman. I mean, the snowman. This Santa. Isn't he the cutest? Wait, let me fix my light because it's like shining
Right.
straight down.
She's here. Donna's
Hey,
here.
Greg. Hey, Donna.
Let's do your snowman. Show us again. I was looking
My
at the.
snowman, which is a Santa Claus. I
Oh,
said, "See my snowman? Isn't he cute?
Santa's technically a
He's a
snowman.
girl.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you think about it, if he's
I think
okay. They always
I don't
depict
know.
him as in the snowy areas. So,
I think he's
okay.
old, but I'm not sure. I can't say for 100% that
Well,
he
he
is
looks
old.
old.
He
He,
does look old.
he
And
looks
I
old, even
mean,
if he's young.
right.
Oh, and you got it's like it could be a belt or ornament. I
Well,
say
I guess you could use it as
portable.
an ornament if you hung him and his little dingaling kind of
I
goes up.
would use. I would hang him on his dingling.
Yeah, you would have to strangle. You have to strangle his dingaling.
That's fine. No, I mean like I'm saying.
Sorry, Greg.
Sometimes you want that. You want to hang something by the dingling, and and make it an ornament. It depends on the size of your tree, of course. Sometimes I bought this is funny
Uh
because I
huh.
no space here back in the day. I bought a tall, skinny tree. They call it skinny or thin. I don't know.
Hmm.
But it takes up less floor space. But
Right.
it kind of looks, weird. And then I bought a tabletop. And because of puppies and them not being used, most likely I used the tabletop. And the
Hmm.
last time I packed it up, I kept the ornaments on it and I
Oh,
just threw it in a trash
there
bin.
you go. I went in my room this morning to look for my lipsticks that I had bought from Victoria. And I couldn't find it, but Sean goes, "Here, Mom, is this it?" Well, it was a bag of jewelry that I didn't know I had.
Oh, well, it's more fun almost.
I know, this little cross. I know
Cross
you.
earrings.
No,
Is,
it's just a
is it
cross.
enamel?
It's a little
Oh, it's
pin.
just a pin? It's
It's
cute.
like, I guess it's enamel. I don't know. And I found these little bitty fleur de lis
Let
earrings.
me see.
I know my camera's shitty
Oh,
today.
wow. We'll hide the price if it's there.
I know. This brooch.
Put your thumb on the price and show. I didn't see the fleur de lis. That looks like sterling.
It's not, but
Okay. Are they silver? They look like I'm like squinting at the screen. They looked like rhinestones
I'm,
the
they're a
first
little
time I showed them.
torn. No, it has a rhinestone in the middle. And I haven't tested anything yet. I thought these were cute. Little earrings, clips, old clips. Why is my stuff looking funky today?
I
Poor
just
Santa's dingling. I know, right, Craig?
how does this go on?
Well, that's what he gets for having his little dingling hanging there.
So interesting. This is a pearl
Oh,
and I want to say hematite.
so well, Susie and I are probably going to have a pop up auction later today, maybe. Yeah, yeah.
I have to try stuff on for people. Well,
There
somebody
went hubby.
what?
I said, there went hubby.
My hubby. My hubs.
I don't know if I showed these before. Maybe I showed them to you when I
Yours.
bought them. Look at this, how cute. How wicked, how
Pretty.
cute.
Say hi to. He's cold. Yeah, I fed them. Wait, show me again because I was looking at Jordan.
They're
Are those
little out.
owls?
Yes.
So cute.
I don't know why they're so.
Come here, say hi to the people. Oh,
Well, we got Norton. Hey, Norton. Hey, Pam.
hey, Norty. Oh, Norton. Say
Hey,
hi,
Norton.
buddy. Oh, don't lick my makeup off. He's so licky. Mr. Licky.
Well,
He woke me up because he was licking his arm, and then he started
ah,
licking my leg. And I was like, what
gotcha.
did he do when he jumped on the bed? He sleeps on the floor mostly. And then when it gets to be like dawn,
Mm-hmm.
he jumps on the bed to try to wake us up.
Gotcha.
I'll say us.
Well, I can't sit anywhere without this on my lap. I don't know
They-
why. It just pops up on my lap all the time.
Who pops up? Precious?
Huh? She just pops up on my lap.
She's
all
so
the time.
cute.
So I had to bring Bella out. You know, it's like 40 degrees here this
Wow.
morning.
How could you guys
So,
like even deal with that? Because it's so cold.
girl, I'm freezing. I went outside in sandals and my feet were freezing. They're still cold. And I had to put Precious in my jacket. Like I had her all in my jacket because she wanted to come.
Just sell all my sandals because I even when it's hot, I don't like getting bug bites because for some reason bugs are
Yeah.
very attracted to me.
Pam
And
says, Norton. Cute.
well, here's Roxy for me showing off. Where's Roxy? Roxy, I'm making the hand gesture like I'm gonna pet you. Come on, dogs. Come on, doggies. Ow, he's biting me. I didn't. He thought I had a cookie.
Well, he says, not the sister.
He says, I can't call them sister and brother anymore because he's too interested in doing stuff to her that I find repulsive for a brother and sister to be doing. So I'm going to call them roommates from now on.
What a dog.
And they're just roommates at this point, and whatever goes on between them is usually not her idea, sadly. So he's getting fixed on Tuesday, which is coming up. By the next time you see him,
Speaking of dinglings,
he'll be missing.
well, Pam, you wasn't here earlier, but I was showing this little Santa bell, which is a bell, but you can use him as an ornament and hang him by his dingling.
I showed dingling. This is not a dingling, but this was just a necklace I had here, and it's
Pretty.
really, it's like I used to sell single ones of these for little price, but this is special because it has 3 freshwater pearls by every main bead.
Cool. So what time are we going to do our pop-up auction? I guess if we plan it, it won't.
Well, you know what? It's like it's just going to happen if people come. If they don't, you know what? There's a lot of stuff going on today.
Yeah.
So
we'll just go live.
We are live.
Later. Later we do a pop-up auction.
Oh, you mean later?
Yeah, later.
Oh, okay. You could do that. Why keep touching my hair? It should be a drinking game. It should be it's so early in the morning. People can have like a shot of coffee. Every time I touch my hair, you have a shot, and then everybody be shit-faced. Ooh.
Right. Well, I had 2 cups of coffee already, and I'm working on my Coke Zero because I'm getting ready to take my handful of medication, which I forgot to do. So I have to do that. What is today? Thursday.
It's like the dawn. It's the live from the dawn. Sponsored by Coke Zero. Not really sponsored.
That's right. Will you look at this? I have a handful of medication to take this morning.
You should have. When I take my supplements and my medication, it's like a breakfast meal. Right now I'm only on 2
You want to say hello? Just hello.
Hello.
Did you hear Sean?
What?
Louder.
Hello.
Hi, Sean. How's it going?
Good.
Good.
He said he thought yesterday was our live.
I thought yesterday
Mm-mm.
We were live, but it wasn't to the general population.
Exactly. It was just us. So, Donna, what's up?
Aunt Donna says hi.
She cold over there.
Sean wants to know if you're cold over there.
It's pretty cold. It's like 30 something degrees
Donna
here.
says hi, Sean.
But it's pretty cold there.
Hi.
I can't imagine if I was in your area, I'd be wearing like a down coat. When you just were wearing a sweater, I was like, I'd be on a coat. Because
Yeah, it was 40 this morning. I don't know what it is right now.
when it's 40, I'll throw on 2 layers plus or 3.
Let me see. Let me look at my
Or
phone.
I wear a leather jacket. Hey, I'm wearing a necklace. You can't even tell.
Well,
I
it's
tried
on
to
the
get my
shirt
neck
down.
to stick through the peekaboo.
All right, it's up to 46.
Ah, I hate everything being on.
It might be a little bit colder for Donna because she's a little bit more towards
This
Baton
is
Rouge than I
this is
am.
my artisan
Pretty.
jewelry. It has a.
Oh, you made that?
Well, I didn't make it, but I bought it from someone who made it.
Is it a
It-
hat?
It's actually representing a flower
Okay,
at the base. This is a.
that's really
They
cute.
call this like a blister pearl or a biwa pearl, depending on.
Oh, okay, it's hard
And-
to see it.
And it's like a pearl that never made it.
Gotcha.
And there's
Well,
a
You
blue
wanna come
stone, which I was told is aquamarine, and it's set in sterling, and it has a decorative veil.
go.
And it has like the little
Right.
leaves.
That's
It's
pretty.
sterling. I was gonna at first. I was
Oh,
thinking,
here.
maybe I'd sell it. I'm glad I didn't sell it.
Check my babies.
Oh, you
Tell
got
them.
them.
Get it quick because she doesn't stay long.
Bella. 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 Could have been a contender. I could have been a contender.
I was looking for a treat, but I got news for her.
You
So,
didn't did you catch the
yesterday,
reference? Did you catch
huh?
it said Bella. Bella. I could have been a contender. No.
Well,
It's
yesterday I made pumpkin bread.
Bella, okay? I
Right.
like calling it Bella. Yeah, he
I
not.
had some,
Wait, so tell. I'm sorry. Go on.
oh no, I said I had some pumpkin bread earlier, and she wanted some.
Pumpkin bread. Did you make it? She's like,
Yeah. Well, yesterday I made 2 cakes for a friend,
okay.
and they both stuck to the pan for some ungodly reason.
Both
so
did?
they had to remake them. So I got to eat the broken. Garrett's like, "Do you want me to just throw these cakes away?" I'm like, "No."
What are you
So,
crazy? It's like no. You know, broken cake tastes like whole cake. Really,
Exactly. You don't. I mean,
it
it's
tastes the same.
already cutting bites. You know.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, your mouth won't be able to tell the difference between a broken cake and a whole cake. It's
I mean,
just eyeballs, maybe.
the dogs don't know any
Just
different.
like you eat it with your mouth shut.
Right.
I mean, eat it with your mouth shut. Eat it with your eyes shut.
Exactly.
I should eat things with my mouth shut. Oh gosh.
So, I don't know. Look at this, how stinking cute.
Okay, now I have to keep going. Oh wow, that is really stinking cute, man. That I like that. I personally like that. Don't show me cute things like that.
I'm sorry. I put it up. That was in my mystery bag that Sean found for me.
You know, Suzy likes owls.
Right, Pam? Pam says she'll take broken cake anytime.
Yeah.
Me too.
Broken cake is as good as sliced cake. And
right.
At my wedding, it looked like broken cake, and somebody said I wouldn't eat it. It looks messed up.
But we ate it.
I'll eat it. It doesn't look that messed up. No, it wasn't your broken cake. I mean, like the guy who cut it, he made the slices so ratty.
Well, it's because it was breaking.
I think it was because he didn't know that there were things holding it up, and when he went to slice it, I
had the board under the
and it was awesome. I ate broken cake.
I have some. If I go that way later, I'll bring you some pumpkin bread. I do have those coffee pods in the car. I had bought some at the dollar deal store. I had bought a case of pods, like Keurig pods, but not Keurig. But anyway, they were all decaf and flavored. So I don't like the flavor. I mean, the decaf stuff. So I'm gonna bring it to.
I kind of. Ooh, no.
Greg says 35 degrees right now. Supposed to be in the 70s Saturday and Monday. Well, Greg, we supposed to be, I think, in the 80s tomorrow. I mean, how freaky is that? Some crazy shit.
Weather whiplash.
Yes.
You know,
exactly.
We sometimes get weather like that in May, like when it's starting to get hot, like you'll have a cold Memorial Day or something. But sometimes you'll have like 90 degrees around Easter. So you can't tell all the time.
Right.
Especially we get the seasons at least Do you have like our leaves are? One good storm and there's no more leaves, but there are the red trees are sort of the maple trees. They lose their leaves a lot of times. So I like to go around looking for them. They're usually around water or low, cool areas. But I love mountain vistas, so it's not perfect yet. Anyway, a lot of my friends who are photographers they have gone north and found lovely. And
My
even
cousin lives in Ohio, and she posted a bunch of pictures on Facebook of the trees.
Tony, this is not happening.
Oh, I forgot.
What's the matter?
He forgot. Yeah, I can't. It's like
Jennifer. It's okay,
Jennifer.
girl. It is okay. Look, Sean just came in talking like, "Hey, Mom, what are you doing?"
No, he can. He was talk. He can talk all he wants if he wants to come over and chat with us. He's having coffee and his breakfast, but he put the TV on because he's just used to that. And
Oh,
I mean,
I've
unless
had 2 cups of
you want me
coffee,
to go
and I guess
upstairs,
I'll be pushing it if I do 3.
I don't care whatever. I'll eat.
you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Mr. Suzy Bluesie's here.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm
I was
sure
trying
to
to
be here, but I don't mean that with me. But
Gotcha. So what's up, Jennifer?
what are you doing? How's it going?
That was so funny when Victoria tried to be Jersey or New York like.
Jersey, New Yorkers. Well, think of Frank Sinatra. He was born in Hoboken. So he kind of had that, accent when he talked like that.
Right. So but Jennifer said she thought Johnny was ending the show, and then people jumped on the panel.
Okay.
Greg says, "Hey, Mr. Woozy."
Hey, Mr. Woozy. Greg says hi to you.
Hello.
He said, hello.
Jennifer says, "Shh, don't tell anybody she came."
We won't.
We won't tell.
Nobody knows.
Nobody. Jennifer's not here.
Okay. If you ever see Saturday Night Live, it's a movie that took place in the disco era. What was it? The 70s, the late 70s, like 1978? Yeah, I was asking you a question about Saturday Night Live. Not Fever, not Live. Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta. What he's doing that?
I think I was in high school when I came out. Was it?
All right. They sounded really New Yorky, and we thought it's fake. We were like, oh, they're so fake. They're talking. They were talking like that, and I'm like, who talks like that? Nobody talks like that. Nobody. And then I had a job I was working for Purina company, like the Ralston Purina, in one of our warehouses was in Corona. I think it was Corona, Queens, and they all sounded like that. And I was like, it's fake, right? I was like, you guys really sound like that? I go, you're putting it on. And every one of them did sound like that, and it was real. And I'm like, wow, I found a little pocket of totally guys that talk like that. And like, yo, I'll be there in an hour and change. And I'm like, an hour and change? What's that? Like 25 cents? What does that mean?
Jennifer said they won't notice she's not dropping links anymore. Until they do. Oh, God. What a day. What a day. What a day, huh, Precious? So I sold something today.
Oh,
as y'all know, I have been neglecting eBay, and which is not a good thing to do, because when you neglect eBay, they don't put your stuff up. So I've been trying to list, and I saw one thing, and I don't know where it's at. It's this like impression of Jesus in this thing, and I can't find it.
An impression? You mean like
it's like this
relief? A relief?
I'll show you.
I used to like to sell my crucifixes.
Maybe I'll have to pray to Jesus that I could find him.
Oh, I love that little prayer. Little Mary, lost and found.
No. Little Jesus, lost
and found. Mary, help me find him. And I always say, little Mary, lost and found. Jesus, help me find him. Oh, okay. It's like a relief.
It's called Christus Gardens. I mean, it wasn't. It was only a $15. Listen to me, 50. I wish $15 sale, but I think it's at my shop.
I
But
think it's worth it. Oh,
yeah. So I've been listing. I don't know.
Dawn had an antique booth, everybody, and most everybody here knows that. And she's been getting ready for this Christmas party thing where people come in, supposedly
Right.
will
So
buy more Christmas stuff or just gifts in general. Or
just to come in, and then I post it. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm gonna go upstairs. I think I want Tony to be comfortable. I'm gonna go up with my soda.
So
They want to come in.
So this is the little flyer they sent out. I know y'all can't read that, but it says Family Traditions and Gifts. Christmas open house is the 17th through the 23rd. And then, so we all had to have our Christmas stuff out by the 13th. And then Ladies' Night, which is November 3rd, on your birthday, Donna. And from 5 to 8 p.m. And they're going to have food and gifts and different things.
What kind of gifts do they have?
Well, we all have to bring a wrap gift. So they'll be doing drawings, I guess. And she said, like, there's so many people, like, they're waiting at the door to come in. So I hope. She says, like, you would sell normally what you sell in a month, you would sell in like 3 hours.
All right. So now I'm wondering.
I'm hoping because I really need the sales. And
I mean, I know sometimes you get really good deals in your shopping area. Like in my shopping area, everything's everything's like eBay prices. Whoa. So don't lay on the thing. Whoa.
Hey Bella, you back? You back?
So what kind of a range of price would you give a gift at? Like, what do you think people are giving?
I don't know. I asked her, I said, can it be like a thrift? Not a thrift. Well, I guess it would be a thrifted gift, but like does it have to be something new? Can it be something like out of our booth? Can it be? And she says, if that's what you want to do. Hey, Yvonne.
Well, I don't
know what to do.
I would do something like in the retail 10 to 15 range, kind of, or maybe around 10, because you don't want to, or even an ornament or something, because like you don't want to go crazy giving everybody like real. If you give something a really excellent gift, they won't want to shop. I don't know. Am I being silly?
You want to come back up?
I would give an ornament. It's Christmas. It's a Christmas open house ornament.
Bella's back.
Hi, Bella, Belly.
I don't know why Bella wants to join the party.
I mean, that's where I
would to do with us.
My head would be ornament. Hey, MKT, Yvonne. Yvonne.
And I remembered it. I got it right.
Who was saying Michelle? And I said, I won't remember that. I don't even remember who Michelle was.
I think it was Michelle that came in.
No, it was somebody.
I used to confuse.
Maybe it was Yvonne.
I used to confuse Yvonne with Jody.
I can't remember anybody's name. Even people who have the name of Susan, which is my given name. I don't remember.
Something. But anyway.
Yvonne. Oh, Yvonne had if Yvonne had the short that people watched and it was more than
the Fix-It lady is Michelle. The Fix-It lady is Michelle.
Fix-It lady did that. I was so confused. It's like sort out my life for me. I need a like memory secretary.
I know. It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah. That's what it was. It was a Fix-It lady because that was last week. She was telling us about her wreath making video. I watched it. I even sent it to my mom and she watched it, which I don't know where
the short. You know, I like shorts because I have such a short attention span.
Right.
It's perfect. You know, I could pay attention. I mean, look, if I'm doing stuff. Oh, it was Jennifer who posted that thing that you start to do something and then you notice that something, like you get something out of the fridge and you notice that something leaked out of the package. So then you have to start cleaning the fridge. And then when you go to put the garbage, like the paper towels in the garbage, you notice that's full. So like you never get to around to like doing what you started to do. You start doing everything else and then you don't really get much done. But you're busy all day and you're like, how did this and that I was doing stuff all day and nothing looks done. It's sad.
I know. I did
That's
the
my
same
life.
thing.
It's my life every day, every single day.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was
Yvonne
trying
says she
to
doesn't have any
clean.
viral shorts. Me either.
I cleaned in front of Tony just so he could see that I cleaned, and nothing looks clean after everything was clean. And you could see that I was cleaning. Like I'm oh my God. I mean, like I wipe down all the couches, and I take a mop, and I get the door there off the main part of the floor, and then I dusted some stuff, but everything, it still looks crappy.
Hello.
Hi, who's that? Is that TJ?
Sean.
Oh, Sean again. Hi, Sean.
He's oozing, kind of creeping over a little bit.
Sean, come and say hi.
Jennifer says she has good memory for names for some reason. Yeah, who are you talking to?
Talking to Grandma.
Oh, he's calling Grandma to let her know that we on live because
Hello, can you hear me?
he's talking to Grandma.
Do you remember when the one day she came on late and she said, "Oh, I just figured out how to shop."
Oh, baby.
Oh
Oh, my God.
That's so cute.
It was cute, right? Yeah, Jennifer says she's got a good memory for names. I don't. I know faces, but when I go to the name, Jennifer, I can't remember them. So
I was
not good.
I was like, I used to be very crafty, and I even went to school for art, which I used to tell people a lot. And like my major was
Okay.
jewelry metalsmithing, and minor was ceramic. But I took like sculpture classes, and I took a stained glass class, and I took a drawing class. But regardless, I did a lot of crafts back then, and I look at Pinterest all the time. I call it Pinterest because I'm from New York. And someone said Pinterest. It's Pinterest. Like I'm interested. It's Pinterest.
Right.
And I go, well, I don't say interest. I say interest. It's
I was sending my friend. He sent me a note. I put the paper from the booth, for the ladies' night and stuff on Facebook. And he goes, "Why is it only ladies? Men can't shop." And I said, "Well, I know you like to shop. You can shop with the men." But anyway.
Well, wait. I would put ladies' night and in parentheses and men.
Right. Well, I didn't make the flyer, so
It's like, oh yeah, you shouldn't be so well, look, if you really want to have it just for women.
Well, I think it was a way for ladies to get out, so it was called Ladies' Night.
Yeah. But occasionally,
I know how much he loves to shop. So,
I mean, look, they're not going to say, "Oh, you have genitalia that is not feminine, so you cannot come in," right?
They're not going to turn business away at all. I was very excited though.
You have an innie or an outie. You can't come in.
Exactly. The lady that was working at the booth yesterday was very generous and information to let me know. Hey, Anna. What?
Hi, Anna.
What she gave me some good advice. Anyway, so Ashley says she's making some breakfast before she travels in a couple hours. Well, safe travel, Ashley.
Safe travels.
Hi, Anna. How's it going?
Hi, Anna. How are you doing? So wait, yeah,
So
I remember that. So you're generous. Where was her booth? That lady who was talking to you, was it in the back or something? Or
her booth is way in the back, and I went back there, but I didn't know which one. I think it's her and her daughter together.
Yeah. You almost want to say, or have a little, just a little card in the very little corner of it. Maybe, it would be a good idea. Just in case people like your booth, they could then contact you. I mean, with your social media information on it. So they could say, "Hey, did you have that hobnail, blah, 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 that I wanted? And, do you still have it?" And then you could say, "Well, I sold that one, but I have other things. Come by."
Exactly. Well, she did tell me the only milk glass that sells is Westmoreland. So that's good to know.
Well, what were the two lamps you did sell? Because you could say, well,
they were hobnail, and
was it Westmore?
No,
Was
they
it
weren't.
so you could say, As a matter of fact, I sold non-Westmore.
Right. I mean, she was just trying to be helpful. She said there are people from movie sets that go there looking for stuff.
Oh,
Um,
that's fun, right?
yeah. She said that she says like put your dishes somewhere. She said because there's a man who looks for whole sets of dishes. There's somebody who likes there's somebody who like certain people collect certain things that come in. But she said definitely rustic. A lot of people lost their camps here in Grand Isle, which is right at the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. So they lost, I mean, it kind of wiped them out totally, pretty much. So they're all rebuilding and they're looking for rustic things and the old tea kettles and things like that for their camps. So, because
Oh,
most
they might
there,
like stuff
some
they
people live
put on
there, but
fire.
most people have camps.
Is camps like they'll cook on open fires or what does camps mean really? Like no plumbing or
No. It's a place they go on the weekend. No, most of them are like homes.
okay.
They are homes. They're all on stilts because, where it's at. It's like a little island.
There's a little island in the Delaware where people go on. They used to go on, I think it used to be like a Boy Scout camp,
Mhm.
and now but I think it is really remote and primitive. Like
Uh-huh.
people go there to camp mostly.
Yeah,
I mean, they might have like a cabin, but the cabin has nothing
right.
going. It's really to
Like
get
every
to know
year they have like the tarpon rodeo there. They're always having something, but
a
during
tarpon
the summer,
rodeo.
most
What
people
is
go
that?
there.
Do people
Huh?
do
A
it?
tarpon rodeo?
It's like a
It's like
fish rodeo.
tarpon fish. Yeah.
So do they have hoops and they go through?
No. People, I guess, like who can catch the
I'm
biggest.
choosing. Oh,
I know.
okay.
Anyway,
Well,
so
I saw someone who had like those big goldfish carp, and they said that they're smarter than you think,
mhm.
and they put down like like little hula hoop kind of thing, and
Right.
they train their fish to swim through the hula hoops for a
Uh-huh.
treat. And
Oh,
so,
cool.
so I was thinking maybe they could do that kind of stuff. Have like duck
Right.
races. We have duck races here a lot. People put rubber ducks with numbers and
Uh-huh.
they send them down the shore, and they have like around their neck they'll have like their name, and
Oh, cool.
they're first to the
Right.
win
Thanks,
something.
Anna. Thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up. Jennifer says, Anna Mora, I still hear Flippin' Mama singing your name in my head.
Feeding rings. Okay. So you mean like they actually call them feeding rings? So like they'll put the ring down, and then when they come through, they get some food, and
Oh.
they're training fish to be. I had a fish who used to come. I once had a goldfish that lived 3 years, and I had a friend who had them get really big. Like she had to give it to somebody who had a pond. It outgrew her tank, and my goldfish used to come to the edge of the tank, and I put my
Mm-hmm.
finger on. Well, it would try to like, and then if I put my finger up there, it would try to like. I said, oh, it's kissing me. It wasn't kissing me. It was trying to eat me, but
Oh.
I would give it. I would try to feed my turtle. I had a turtle for over 40 years. Some food, and then sometimes the fish would try to eat the food, and it
Uh-huh.
would eat. I had. I don't want to talk about what I was feeding it. It might offend some people, but animals eat other animals sometimes. So I used to have guppies in that tank that would
Uh-huh.
breed, and occasionally I saw the goldfish try to eat one, the
Right.
turtle try to eat one, and then the goldfish would open its mouth, and then the fish would swim
Mm-hmm.
right.
Wow.
That was kind of funny.
Cool. Well, Jennifer says she's going to become the queen of the island in Delaware. That's where she's going. And she's going to become the queen.
There's an island that you could take over. That would be fun. We were
Can we
listening to
come visit Queen Jennifer?
there was some rich guy that owned an island. He owned 98% of an island in Hawaii. And we said, why
Nice.
98 and not 100? Like, who has the other 2%? What is that person doing with the 2%? Like, could they come and watch the guy who has 98%? Like, that's odd to me.
She said big birds used to come and eat her fish.
Oh. I'm listening. I was reading Greg's comment. There was a lady who was cat a corner to me, and she had a pond in her backyard, and and things came and ate her fish. Two, she suspected it was like herons or
Uh-huh.
egret kind of birds that would
Right.
come. Except we don't get too many egrets unless it's like
Right.
migration time. But
Uh-huh.
she said that she had to put up stacks of heron to try to like scare away.
I'm gonna
But
mute
I
you.
think
Mute me for a second so I can call Thomas to bring her out.
okay, and then raccoons started coming and eating her fish. So she said, "I just can't keep fish anymore." It was kind of sad because she liked her little pond stocked. Of course, we'd like to see the hills of West Virginia. Actually, Ashley, there's a Babcock State Park, and there's a famous mill in that park in West Virginia. And right around now is the best time to take photo. It's the most photographed mill in the United States, and that area is stunningly beautiful. There's like so many canyony looking like dips and gorges, and like you could go to the top of these mountains and stand at the edge and photograph down. It's so beautiful. But that mill it's such a photography destination. I had friends last weekend drive all night Friday night so they could wake up Saturday morning and take photographs of it. And I made Tony, the last time we were down south on the east part of the South, drive me there. And I said, it's going to take us 4 hours out of our way. So we decided to spend the night in one of the cabins in the park, which was scary as heck. And I'm not going to ever do that again. I would just stay in a regular hotel if I go to that area.
Well, I don't know if
I
you
mean,
talked
it was
about.
very rustic, like so rustic. For heat, you had to make a fire, but the bed was just like a full size bed and it wasn't very comfortable. And there was a bunk bed in the other room. I don't know, quite frankly, the wood had water in it. It popped and it sounded so loud. It sounded like gunshots. And suppose there was a person murdered years ago in one of the cabins. So they say she haunts.
Oh wow.
And then people come to like, they think that they could see the ghost of the woman. But I had a dream before we even booked it that somebody bloody was like peering at me. They have two shapes of the cabins, and in that one shape, I saw a bloody head, and I woke up screaming. And I said, "I'm not renting that kind of cabin." And then I read about it, and it was that kind of cabin that she got shot in. And I'm like, freaky.
Cool, Ashley. I'll make sure my notifications are on. Jennifer said she had a goldfish she won at a fair for years, and it lived for years. Jennifer, my kids, when they were little, had a
That
beta fish, and I hated taking care of that damn fish. So, because they wouldn't, I tried to kill it. No, I left the water dirty and everything. Don't come at me for fish abuse, but it wouldn't go anywhere, so I had to take care of it. Oh my God.
you're a fish abuser. Well,
All right. Greg, Jennifer says pick her up. Y'all can go places and see places together. That sounds like fun.
yeah.
He said he would love to.
Greg, do you live in Ohio? What am I thinking? Illinois, Ohio, Michigan. He lives someplace more west than me, in the Midwest. I think he lives in Ohio. That's my guess. Let me see if I'm right. Oh, he's going to Nana's thing. Where
You
is
going? Oh man.
Northeast Ohio? I was in Northeast Ohio for a party once,
I
and
want to
that
go
was
to
a
Nana's.
funny experience for me. It was a long time ago. But the party was a keg of beer and a couple guys playing guitar on the back of a bed of a pickup truck. And we got there so late that all that was left was the guys were driving off with the pickup truck. And
Right.
it was a beer keg. And I'm like, oh, a nice party.
Mm-hmm.
I drove all the way from Pennsylvania into Ohio to attend.
So who else in here? Anybody else in here going to Nana's? I wish I could go, but I can't.
I don't even know the details. So I'm probably not.
I don't think it's an official meetup. I think they're just a bunch of people going to Nana's house. I don't know, but I mean, I call that a meetup.
I heard that it was open to anybody, but I didn't know when really it was or any of the details. I guess Nana would have
It
told
sounds
me.
like fun.
I
Is Robin going?
you know what? Is it in? I, I I would assume. I shouldn't assume anything. She told me that she's not coming back to this area.
Debbie says she's going.
Who?
Debbie Snacks is here.
Snacks.
That's yours.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
You're lurking and you're going. That's awesome. I'd love to meet all these people. I wish I could go. I wish she's about
better.
Did I say 5 or 6 hours from my house? It's too long to just drive for the day. And I have these dogs. They like the car. I wish I could go.
Well, mine like the car, sort of. Now they do. But Precious, you have to hold her, whether you're the only person in the car or not. And Bella likes to try to get in your lap too, and she's way too big to, So I have to have somebody in the car when I'm with her, or she takes the front seat and they have to sit in the back.
Tony was like, if we have the dogs, how are we going to eat? And I say, we eat like other people on the road eat. You get a burger or whatever.
An extra burger for the dogs.
And I kind of give them the bun, but and I'm like,
okay. Debbie says she's flying nonstop from Myrtle Beach, 1.5 hours. Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
Well, I would drive. Like for me, when I take a flight, I have to kind of leave an hour before I need to be to the airport. And then they say to be to the airport 2 hours ahead of your flight. Mm-hmm. So that's 3 extra hours on that one. And then on the second end, you got to wait about a half hour to get off the plane, get your luggage or whatever. And then if you want to rent a car, that's another half hour. So I figure it's almost like an extra 4 to 5 hours above the plane ride time. So it almost pays to drive a lot of places for me.
Jennifer, she says her phone is up. POS, had to go and restart YouTube again. I got you, Jennifer.
We could say what I don't mind cursing. I mean cussing. I'm not cursing anybody. I'm saying
Nana is near Johnstown.
I say Johnstown.
Yeah, it's about 1.5 hours east of Pittsburgh.
It's a 3 hour drive.
3-hour drive for him.
I would be probably about an 8, 9, or 10-hour drive, depending on how many traffic rules you break. Because I live about.
I think that's the same, Jennifer.
I live about 45 minutes from the edge of PA. 40 to an hour, depending on what part of PA, kind of. If you just drive straight, it could be like 40 minutes.
Right. Debbie says, please come, Jennifer.
Oh.
And then Greg says, oh, Jennifer,
you should go.
Isn't it close to you, Jennifer? Oh, no. Yes. No?
Probably the same distance as me from it, I would guess, because we're on the East Coast.
Okay.
I'm assuming she's on closer to the East Coast, not necessarily right on it, but Delaware is a coastal state and it's teeny. And sometimes if you kind of like, if you're like dozing off and you're driving down like the highway, you might kind of get Delaware. It's very small. Cool. I have some friends.
Feet are cold.
I know people who live there, and some of like my last remaining friends in New Jersey are probably, or couple, I don't know, people that we socialize with are moving there. That's the end of it. We'll have like.
Jennifer says she doesn't think a car is going to make it. Be safe, Jennifer. Be safe.
My car needs. They keep sending me that there's like a deadly airbag fix that my car needs. Deadly. They said it could. I keep like thinking.
He said Jennifer's from Wawa, Delaware. Oh my God.
I once said to her, if I went to there's some bins in Delaware that are supposed to be fantastic. And I said, go to the
bin. Where did we go to the bins at?
Oh, I like your shirt, by the way. I just noticed that your shirt has beads on it.
It does.
It's cool.
But then my husband had hung it up after he does laundry. Don't tell nobody. But anyway, he hung it up and it had big pokey things, so I had to wet the shoulders to get them down.
The shoulder dents.
I hate that.
I kind of
I
don't.
thought it was fabric that doesn't mark.
Do you know what I do? Sometimes I'll take the collar and I'll put clothespins
Mm-hmm.
and I move it closer to the hangy part so that the dent is farther down the sleeve, and then it's maybe not as noticeable.
Right. Well, I just took some water in my hand and patted the shoulders. So,
What do you do? Tony never throws his shirts in the dryer. I think he says he does his own laundry and he'll just wash them and then hang them up. Unless they're like a t-shirt, but
Right.
he'll hang up all shirts to dry.
I don't want to lay on my feet because they're cold.
I wash my nice shirts in a zippy bag. I'm getting a messenger notification. And
Jennifer said there's bins in Newcastle. I ever heard that they were good. She never heard that they were good.
Never. Oh, well,
Hey, Belle.
I haven't been to the bins in years almost. But back in those days, people were saying, one lady was going to the bins in Delaware and she said she used to get Burberry coats and
really,
and just, she would go during the week, she would pick up stuff, Burberry, and all these brand back then, like I knew Burberry's always a good seller if it's real Burberry. And usually the buttons say Burberry. So you could kind of tell it's branded everywhere.
Right.
But she would pick up stuff in the bins that was like, nice brands. She was selective. And
Vintage Garage.
And her husband used to say, why are you going and spending money on that? And then, she would show her Poshmark balance to him and he'd say, oh, keep going. Because she did really well selling those things.
Cool.
Hi, nice. Dad's Vintage Garage.
I wish we had a
hey, Belle.
I wish we had a bins closer. It's like 3 hours. I think it's closer to go to Alabama or Mississippi.
There's one that's an hour from me, and there's one that's an hour and a half. And I've never been to the closer one, actually. And it's in a kind of better, a more affluent mix of area.
Right.
It might be, I can't go. I can't bring anything else into the house.
I'm sitting here rocking his dog like I got a baby in my arms. I'm cold. She's warming me up. Belle says she just clicked thumbs up. She's number
so
10.
Sad she came here to give a thumbs up and leave. All right, so I don't know if you heard us say hello. Oh, Wawa stop. Well, you got to go to Wawa.
That's right.
Wawa's, and get me a soft pretzel when you're there, because that's my favorite thing from Wawa. I love them. I could become a big
Wawa. I love that.
A long time. The other day I was dying for one, and I was going to say to Tony, if you see a Wawa, I said to him, take me to the nearest Wawa, but it was like the other direction, 20 minutes.
Pam, I've only been twice. She says she's never been to the bins. On the way home, where did I tell you we stopped? Was it West Virginia? Did I pass through West Virginia? I don't know.
You did. I don't know.
That was the longest place, right? That I had to drive through. I'm bad with geography, y'all. I'm so sorry. Anyway, whatever that state was.
When you were driving home, it seems like a drag to go home. So every state seemed long. I think Virginia was the longest.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's why we stopped in West Virginia and we went to the bins.
Well,
there.
West Virginia and Virginia
actually got out. Y'all should be impressed.
What?
That he got out the car and went in the bins with me.
Well, that is fun.
Jennifer's pissed at hers. God, Jennifer, they're out of chocolate shakes again. Oh my God, Wawa.
There is a Wawa within like a mile and a half of my house, and I don't go in there. I really on purpose don't go in there because I love the pretzels. And the last time I went, I said, I really need a pretzel. I'm going to the Wow. And they didn't have pretzel.
Oh man.
How is this possible? And I actually talked to somebody and I said, I came here just for the pretzels and you guys don't have pretzels? And he said, we just got a delivery. And I'm like, really? And he said, yeah, I'll bring them out. So I
Oh,
waited
no.
around for him and he brought out pretzels for me. I was happy.
Right. Well, the only time I went to Wawa, Pam, was when we were coming home from Susie's wedding. Debbie says the closest bins for her is 2 hours away in Charlotte.
When I went to, Debbie was saying you have to fight people. I heard that the one that's closer to me, there's these little older ladies that
Uh-huh.
to buy stuff, like I guess to resell, and they're like tough and mean, and they said like you gotta like you almost have to like elbow your way in. I used to make people so mad because I would shop with the one in South Jersey.
Mhm.
You could take a shopping cart to the bin side and they have rules. This lady comes out and she says, no running, no pushing, no taking merchandise from someone's cart. No. And then she goes on and on. And she goes, if I see you run, you're out and banned forever. And I'm like, okay.
That's good. Jennifer, good. I mean, she goes, those bastards. Get it together, Wawa.
Wow.
Did you just burp, little dog? She says she's got a hearty shake yesterday.
Do you have a Quick Check? Because Quick Check makes pretty good sandwiches. We usually get Quick
You
Check
don't
sandwiches.
have that.
No, I'm asking. Okay, Jennifer, because you don't have any of the stuff we have.
Well, Pam, where do you live, honey? You don't have a Cracker Barrel either?
I
like Cracker Barrel.
I don't really like it either. It's about 40 minutes from here anyway. Hi, Nordy.
It's like that home cooked meal shit. I can cook a home cooked meal myself. If I go out, I want something I can't cook.
Well, I went to a Korean restaurant and they gave us raw food and we had to like cook it in this like broth or boiling oil or whatever. The fondue place is and I said, I don't want to eat out and have to work. I want my food already made. It's like if I have to cook already, I might as well eat home. Right?
Belle says that Arby's has a great Jamocha shake, Jennifer. Y'all have Arby's, I would assume, huh?
Ooh, don't even tell me these things. I don't want to know.
No.
That sounds delicious. I
rarely go to Arby's. I go every now and again.
Our Arby's is also not that close, but I don't like to know like where there's good things because once there used to be a lot of these. It's called Friendlies. They don't even have too many. There's one that's like probably a 45-minute drive from here. There's only one left that I know of in New Jersey. There's probably more than one, but that I know of. And I had, it was like chocolate mocha chunk. What do they call that? Vienna.
I don't know if I want
ice cream
my steaks,
with
though.
hot. Oh, it was like mocha chips in chocolate-y, coffee-y ice cream, mostly chocolate flavored with like very hints of mocha. And then we put chocolate sauce on it. Oh my God. It was so good.
Belle says, Wawa certainly isn't going to be a sponsor. Right? They need to get their crops together with their shakes for my Jennifer.
No, well, I'm going to tell you, I would, if they gave us pretzels, I would sponsor them for sure. Or they could sponsor me with pretzels. I would be like, yes.
Well, we have an Arby's, but it's in Metairie, which is about 40 minutes for me.
Who's known for the crazy good coffee? Because I haven't
Pam's in Long Island. Me too, Debbie. I don't like Cracker Barrel. Like I said, I like to go in their little store.
I've never enjoyed.
They have those penny they're not pennies anymore, but like, those little flavored sticks, the flavored candy sticks and stuff like that. So I go in their store and buy things. And sometimes I can get retail arbitrage there. But I don't like the food.
I want to know, but what's cheap? I always thought that their store was so overpriced. I never wanted to go in. Like,
I do that. Like, I bought some
stuff,
salt and pepper shakers for like 20 cents a piece. They were clearanced at the end of the season.
That's why I can't find, because when I go, they're $12. They're not.
Yeah, no, I went and I just actually happened to see them there, and I bought some, and I sold a couple, and then I'm stuck with a couple. So Debbie said, ugh.
Well, it's like, shh, don't tell anybody what you pay. To try to sell them.
Yeah, well, I don't even know where they are actually. No, I don't want to look back on my moments. Oh God. Yeah, I'm
It's,
so sore from when I fell the other day. I can't get comfortable.
I find it very interesting. I find it interesting. I think somebody was wishing me well on Norton's Snip Snip on Messenger before, and I said it's next Tuesday. But
I don't know if we have a friendlies. Yeah, we have racetrack, but I don't think y'all. You said y'all don't have racetrack. Y'all have something else. The gas
we have
station,
we
like
have
a big gas station.
well, okay, we have Raceway gas stations, not race,
Raceway.
but they're not known for convenience stores. The convenience store gas stations are Quick Check and Wawa,
Okay.
and they sometimes they 7-Eleven used to be the thing here, and a lot of them are closing, and it's like
Mhm.
surprising to me.
All right, Debbie. Who's
It's,
known for good coffee, Belle? Racetrack? Because I never buy coffee there. I do,
or
for
maybe
a
she was.
while when I was like off of keto, which I still
Oh,
kind of
oh,
am. I
race.
used to
We
buy
have
the ices all the time there. I love ices. They have
we have.
Dr. Pepper icy, but it's not diet. So you know.
There's a small little convenience store by the gas station near me, and my sadly this it's like when my sister-in-law's father was alive, he used to stop there and cheat on his diet and get a brownie and a coffee
Mhm.
for the ride home.
Well, Jennifer, if I could just take a bite and not eat it, I'd be happy. But I can't do that. I got to eat the whole damn thing. How, when, and where did you fall? Well, the shelf behind me. I fell on it. Grateful that none of the glass fell and broke. I landed on my tail, and the bottom shelf is across my butt, literally. And I fell on a vintage ginger jar, which is well made because it didn't break. Thank God. Y'all, I could have been like serious. I fell on a bunch of glass. It was right before, like, what, 30 minutes before Johnny's show. I was getting up to run to the bathroom.
Right. I
I was
was
going to the
there.
bathroom before the show started, and I had a big tote next to me because this is used to be like a galley kitchen, so it's not very wide. And when I tried to get up, I lost my balance and fell
What's
backwards.
that
I was
noise?
Mr. Southern Fines. He came in and is leaving, and I didn't even know. Bye.
What's that noise in your house?
That
It
was
sounds
his phone. He was
healing.
doing something on his phone.
Oh,
So,
it
oh,
sounded
wait back for
weird.
the coffee. So yeah, so like all here in my, my upper back, across my upper back, it's hurting and I'm bruised and I feel like I have whiplash, but I'll survive. So I remember
It
racetrack when I lived in Florida. I haven't seen any around here. We have Speedway. Okay.
when I drive around the South, I look for I think or maybe pilots. They have like they're known for being like a truck stop, and they sometimes have showers. But I once was going to the bathroom in there, and the bathrooms are supposed to be really clean, and I didn't realize. And I walked into a shower room, and I thought, "Oh no! Like what if?" I didn't know if somebody was in there or about to come in, and I thought that could be so dangerous. Just like that. And then I thought if I needed to shower when I was on the road, that wouldn't be such a bad place. They have like a very big changing room, and then they have another door to a shower room, and you can lock it up, and they'll even call you. They'll say like number 12, your shower is ready. And
Right. Yeah. When I go to Pilot, they have a subway attached. Val, I'm so sorry. I was getting so many notifications that wasn't relevant to me, and it's been so crazy. I had turned the notifications off and I forgot to go look. But yeah, we can go dumpster diving. Let me know whenever you want, except today.
Somebody keeps trying to contact me on Discord, and I deleted the app because I was getting too many notifications. And
you can't say, like, I can't just say, okay, I want notifications from Bells. You get everybody who's in that same circle.
well, I was in a couple circles on there apparently, and I don't even know who was trying to.
You're right,
And they
Pam.
said that they addressed me by name, and I'm like, how? I went on there like twice in my life.
Well, Belle, you're lucky you can understand Discord. I still don't understand Discord. I don't know. It's confusing to me.
I mentioned a comment
Yeah,
in one.
do that, Belle, or text me or whatever.
I was on Discord. And I mentioned a comment in a room, and they said, we don't talk about that in this room. You have to go to a different room. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I went to a different room.
I could do tomorrow, Belle. Belle, that shelf we found, I put it up in my shop. It came in very handy when Belle and I went dumpster diving real quick one morning, and we found a shelf. The package was torn, but the shelf was fine. And it was one of those little plastic kind of screw together things. And Aldi opens today. Oh, she said well, how could they dumpster be fabulous when they hadn't opened yet? So our Aldi's opens today. My mom got a $5 coupon in the mail. I didn't get one. So
that's too bad.
Yeah. What's up
Maybe
with that?
maybe it came and it got thrown away as junk mail.
Maybe. Or it's still sitting in the garage truck. Right. Okay. I did stop behind CVS yesterday because the dumpster was full, but it was just boxes, and they had some air conditioner filters, but it wasn't my size, so I left.
I'm going to tell you something though. If you're going to go in there and get like per se eggs, I would say that's fine. But I wouldn't trust meat that is past the, a lot of the meat that's been laying around in a dumpster. I would trust
I wouldn't.
Like all the cereals and crackers, who cares,
Yeah, exactly.
And if they throw away like an orange because one in the bag is rotten, the rest of them could be perfectly fine.
Exactly.
So you could eat like those good oranges, who cares? But yeah, so I think like, and if they throw away like bananas with the speckles, like you could make banana bread. I mean, there's a lot of things that you could rescue from a dumpster.
When Dixie throws a lot of food away that shouldn't be thrown away, But
like I said, the meat is scary to me. Like I think you could get really sick.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Refrigerated right.
Unless it was frozen, maybe if it was frozen in a dumpster that they threw it out. But I don't even know if I would do that.
Even so, I mean, unless it's like unless you live in an area where it's like freezing weather.
Yeah, or you catch them like some of them. Haley used to catch them right when they put them out. Like she watched them.
That's different. But like, see, you don't know if it's sitting on the land in the back area. It could have been sitting for a whole day, then thrown away. So you just don't know.
Oh wait, let me.
Hi,
it's Marie, my daughter.
Hi, Marie.
She has to do her civic duty, and she's got picked for jury duty. So, bye, Marie. Do your civic duty, honey.
Hopefully, this is the last day of school.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Tony used to say
go to Wawa now.
Tony worked at a supermarket, and he said that sometimes they would just leave stuff in the back, let it get all like funky, and then they'd like kind of throw it away.
Hi.
Oh, those are you? They look brand new, Belle.
What? What did I miss? Something that you highlighted? You went by real quick. I got yesterday's on top.
Oh, Jennifer says now she wants to go to Wawa, and Greg was laughing, and she said, "Not funny."
Okay.
Oh wow. Belle says she got meat yesterday. It was on the top, still in a case, still frozen. Cool. Jennifer says it tortures her when she looks and sees that the chocolate shake, no chocolate shake yet. Right.
They should
have really good ice cream, Jennifer. Do y'all have Sonic?
Jennifer, call the place and ask before you even bother going. Say like, I want to know before I waste gasoline, unless you walk there. It's like you have the chocolate shakes. Ah,
Sonic has wonderful ice cream, y'all. I mean, it's like really good. Oh God, Jennifer's out of cigarettes too.
I don't want to
Jesus.
know that either because we have a Sonic. Don't tell me what is good anywhere.
Oh my God, Sonic has the
I'll start
best.
craving it. It kills me.
You've never been to a Sonic, Pam? Oh my God, Pam. Girl, you need to move. You don't have nothing over there. What is up with
Wait,
that?
I bet there are in Long Island though. I bet there's a Sonic somewhere. Just because she's never been in one doesn't mean they don't have. I've only been to Sonic like 3 times, and there's
Oh my
one
God.
like within
Y'all,
5 miles probably in my
when I
house.
would do keto, I would tell them I wanted like they had like the Texas toast sandwiches, and I would tell them do it without the bread. Oh my God, it was so good. And I have to have my Route 44s drinks. So the 44-ounce drinks, and they come in a styrofoam cup, and they last like almost all day. And if you order it on the app, you get it half price, so you can get it for like $1.
Are you talking about Sonic now?
Yes. And you can
They have.
even buy their ice. Their ice is so good. You can just buy a bag of ice from Sonic.
But tell me about the ice because I was telling Tony about the ice, and they said the ice is really good and it's not that
Like
expensive,
little bitty balls of
and
ice.
you could get 10-pound bags, right?
Like little pellets, yeah. And it's really
I
good.
I heard that. I've heard that from other people.
Yeah. Belle says she cooked a pack of the pork chops yesterday and it was delicious. Well, good to know, Belle. That's great. Jennifer
Yep.
says it tortures her when she looks and sees that they don't have chocolate shakes. Oh
Well,
my God.
we have an Aldi that's not that far away. I mean, like 15 minutes maybe, but the
Mhm.
dumpster is right by the windows of a TGI Fridays, and it's
Oh.
pretty much right on a main road. So you can't
Mhm.
possibly do that. I don't feel like it's in any kind of way. It's so out in the open. Like
Mhm.
I can't imagine anybody dumpster diving there. And there's police presence in these like
Right.
shopping centers. I went to one that was farther away, and I looked and they had a compactor.
Right.
So
Well, the Walgreens here is right across from like the parish building. So yesterday, my mom's like, "Let's go to Walgreens." After we had stopped at CVS, and I'm like, "Okay, mom." But there was a deputy sitting like in his car outside, so we just kept.
I,
Jennifer says their Sonic is in Maryland. I think I went backwards. I did. I went backwards.
I can't even hardly read. You go into the Wawa, you're taking
And
a.
you have to get Pam says she's got to get out more. Yes, you do.
She's going out to, getting out, and there's some places like they make. I know that Sonic makes these
Aw.
really big milkshakes because Tony likes milkshakes, and
Uh-huh.
we don't need to go for that.
Right. Jennifer got a chocolate milkshake the other day, so a couple days ago. So that's sweet, Jennifer. The closest Sonic is about 25 minutes away. It is near
The
the
closest.
closest out Aldi's. Okay,
Where
well
do
they
you,
just opened Aldi's, which is in Laplace, which is like about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes from me.
Pam? Do you live in Suffolk County or Nassau County? Like, you don't have to tell me your address, but I'm curious because I have friends in Long Island. I'm curious.
Crumbles of ice, right? Pebbles. They're all saying describing the Sonic ice. One says pebbles, one says crumbles. Oh wait, y'all, I gotta take this call. Sorry.
Oh, it's soft ice, huh? Are all okay? Yeah, I mean, there's more stores popping up, more Aldi's and stuff, but we don't really we don't really. They're all in like very congested shopping centers. And like I said, the one that I thought was less densely populated had a compactor, and you don't want to even remotely. There were a lot of truckers too back there, so I peeked in one dumpster, and I just walked over, looked in, and left. It was empty, but I was just curious. It was back in the day when I was curious what they would have. I haven't found one thing. Well, there was a place like a photography studio that we went behind there, and it was for Anthropology brand. So they had thrown away set materials, and I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, I'm alone. Hello. Anyway, so, so I wanted a dumpster dive, and the dumpster was so high up, so tall that I would have needed like a ladder was like 4 steps on it to get in. And then I don't know that I would have been able to get out. So I'm not fit enough, and I'm not that strong to pull stuff out with my arms. I'm weak.
Mhm.
But Jeff is
I
here.
took myself
Hi,
out by
Hi,
mistake.
Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl.
I'm behind on my. Hey, Cheryl, how are you?
And Jeff is here.
I want to know if you switch to hot chocolate when it gets cold, Pam.
I had hot chocolate the other night, and then I got sick.
Mm. This time of year, I like to make eggnogs from scratch. So
They make something over here, and we it's called cojito, I think. Coquito. And it's kind of like an eggnog, but it has rum in it.
mhm.
And I can't drink that. I have one sip
Oh.
and I feel like Looney
Hi,
Tunes.
Jeff. How are you?
He's melting sterling. You can't melt jewelry unless it's completely broken and tangled. It's sad. He's melting jewelry.
That's Cheryl. Time for
You do
coffee.
that. Do you do that on lives to get views in a crucible and a torch? I used to
Oh,
melt silver.
nice. I just bought a whole purse full of jewelry and got some sterling in it. It's
That's
not marked, but it all tested positive for sterling. Broken. He said broken.
okay, good. Oh yeah, broken jewelry. Okay. I was like, sterling silver. Like I dream
Yeah,
of silver jewelry. I love it.
cool.
I don't really dream of it, but I do love it.
Right.
I don't
Oh,
remember my dreams lately. I haven't really had any kind of vivid dreams. If I only usually remember the scary ones. Like
okay.
I actually back in the day I made bar like we had a crucible that was like long and narrow, and I made a bar, and then I pulled it through these like wire holes, and I made wire, and I made components for
Mm-hmm.
jewelry from silver shot. That was really, I have to say, complicated and hard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like
Well, the
something I would
stuff
do again.
I found was like one earring or,
I was reading what
one-
Jennifer said. Yeah, she would yell at him too. Like, don't ruin it.
well, I have that big thing. I don't know what to do with it. I might just go bring it. But if I bring it, are they going to destroy it? Well, not destroy, but melt it if I bring that jewelry to the.
I have a dented sterling bud vase, and I'm debating like what would I do with that, because it's probably worth more as sterling silver than it is right now as bud vase. I mean, unless some people just like old things, and if it's dented, they don't care. What do you think?
Mhm.
What would you do? And I have sterling silver salt and pepper shakers, and
Uh-huh.
when I bought them, they were not described right, and they're not that functional because but there is a weight on the inside that's
Mm-hmm.
making it weighted. So I don't even know how I could sell it for scrap. So I wish I could now.
Huh. Jeff says he has a furnace. And he says, I really melt silver and gold, but don't destroy anything good. I only melt things that are
I think
already not in
they
great.
meant melted, not milk,
Yeah.
because that would be hard to do.
Yes, it would. That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it would be hard to milk. But
So he says he's trying to figure out how to get the stones out of some of the stuff.
do you have a coping saw? you got to get a little jeweler saw, and you can cut the prongs, maybe.
What if they don't have prongs?
Maybe, unless if they don't have, you
The
could
back
still
side?
you could still cut through the shanks and make it kind of like looser. Like you could make if you have a coping saw, usually it would help you get closer to the area that you could kind of pop it out.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's if you have good eyesight and some tools, you could probably do a lot, get
Okay.
good stones out.
Okay. Nice. Nice. I wish I was talented enough to do that. I mean, I do a lot of crafts, but not that.
It's not necessarily a talent. It's just like you just probably need the right tools and
Mhm.
a little bit of training to like use them. And then,
Uh-huh.
I mean, it could be a talent. Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
Well,
I mean, not everybody can do that, though, is what I'm saying.
when I
You know.
started doing jewelry classes, I would make stuff that looked really pretty, but I felt like I said it was almost like delivering a baby with like a 911 operator in your ear. They would say, first do this, then do that, then do this, and I would do it and I would make it. And I'm like, but I don't know how to do another one. And then there was one class I took where the woman step by step taught us how to be a functioning jeweler. Like she said, let's teach you how to saw. Let's teach you how to cold fuse, make cold connections. Let's teach you how to solder. Let's teach you how to do. And then after that class, I felt like I could do stuff on my own.
Okay, cool.
So,
nice.
Yeah, it takes a good teacher kind of, or good, now before that, then they didn't have as much like YouTube-y stuff. And I don't even know if I had a computer when I was going to jewelry school, which is sad.
Mm-hmm.
It was so long ago. But now, like, you could take seminars just by seeing a YouTube. Like, you don't have to really go and pay all the money.
In the next parish over at their library, they used to have all kinds of classes. They had cooking classes, they had art classes, they had, I don't know if they had jewelry making, but anything. They had adult classes, they had children's classes, which was nice. And the fees were not bad for them at all. So I'm gonna have to check and see if they still do that after the storm. Who knows what's left and what's still there and not there.
I'm trying to make a platform.
Oh,
I wonder if I turn it upside down. No.
You're gonna turn us upside down?
I'm
all day long yesterday.
I'm tired of holding this heavy iPad.
Yeah, I have to tell y'all, my doctor ordered some infusions for me for my migraines. Do you know the cost of the medicine was $2,800 for one infusion? Can you believe that?
I can believe it.
You had to pay for the nurse's fee and the supply fee. Like that wasn't all included in the price. It was sad.
Do they feel like
it made me sad because I can't afford it, and now I have to go to plan EFG because I've tried everything else.
I have to ask a question. Do they think that I didn't even remember what I was going to say, but do they think that like migraines are like optional because it's not like
right?
I wonder.
Well, the thing is, I was getting injections once a month. I would do my own injection, and Blue Cross was paying for it, and then the great school board changed to United Healthcare because it was cheaper.
It is crazy.
And now they won't pay for the $5. Well, I had a $5 copay that I was paying for my injections. So now they won't cover it. But sometimes my doctor was saying that they would cover. They covered the infusion, but I didn't meet my out of pocket of $2,800, which tells me that's the price of the medicine or more. And so the insurance won't pay for it, because I have to meet that. So it was like $2,800. Yeah, I have insurance, Pam.
When my dad first
covered a little bit of it, but they wouldn't cover my once a month injections, which gotta be cheaper than the infusion. So that's what I don't understand. And the infusion is the same thing as those shots.
There's no logic to how they pay for stuff. When my mom had cancer, if we administered some of the things in the house, it would have cost several $100s. But if she was admitted, it would be covered. So some of her doctors, like she had to have a pre-surgery like round of certain kinds of medicines, and they admitted her to do it. And I thought that seems like such contra like revenue for
Exactly.
them.
When I did home health, because I'm a nurse, and I would do a lot of wound care, the insurance company or Medicare would not pay for wound prevention, but they would pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to heal a wound.
Right.
That's what I don't understand.
And when my father was on, when my you're on medication, that's horrible expense. When my dad had taken a biological agent for his cancer, he did not have the appropriate insurance for it, and the cheapest I could find it was $2,400 for a week's supply at Costco. And I thought I was bypassing all the shiny jams, thinking I would never pay the 2,500 for like a shiny jam, but I'm buying my dad that medicine, and I charged it on my charge card, and we eventually got him on an insurance company that had a $2,500 deductible, and we hit it in 1 week. And so then he had to pay a copay of like maybe 40 or $50, but like compared to the price of the medicine, it was so much better. But it was still so.
Pam says she's on a medication that's 5,000, and I do, Pam. You know how a lot of them will have coupons and stuff. So I was using a coupon from the one for the injections I was getting. So I was only paying maybe $5 or $10 for it. And then like I'm on Nurtec, which is like a disintegrating pill. And I took that. That didn't help. I took Nurtec. I took 800 milligrams of ibuprofen. I took extra strength Tylenol. I mean, the next will be the drops. But I was driving and I didn't want to do that. Oh,
I
my
used to,
almost to Wawa's. Everybody cross your fingers. Send good vibes to Jennifer that they have a chocolate shake, so she'll have a good day.
when I wasn't on the migraine medicine, my kind of like, for me, my trick was I took the the over-the-counter Sudafed, which is different from the Sudafed on the shelf. I would take 2 of those. I would take 2 ibuprofens. I would take 1 acetaminophen, and I would have to have 2 cups of coffee, or probably like a lot of diet soda. And that kind of like took the edge off. It didn't take it away. It just made me like not want to shoot myself. Sadly.
Damn, I did Botox and it worked, but
I didn't.
My copay is like $600. I can't afford it. I'm on disability, so
I never got the Botox. I went on Topamax for migraines, and for a while and I was on blood pressure lowering medicine, and they wanted me to be on tranquilizers 24/7, and I said I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to.
I'm thinking fixing to ask the doctor if I can do ketamine injections or infusions. Maybe they'll pay for that. I don't know, but I got to do something. And I mean, even the marijuana drops are so expensive. It's $100 and something for a month.
If they only did half of my head, that would make me insane. Like if I had like a straight half head and not and the other half head.
No, they do it all the way. They go all the way around here, all the way around the back. It's like $100 and something injections.
Would I look like less wrinkly?
Although I don't know if y'all could see. I have one eyebrow that's lower, and that's been since the Botox never came back. And I told my doctor, and he goes, "Oh, done. It'll come back." Well, it didn't. So that's why I always adjust my glasses, because my glasses are not crooked. It's my eyebrows that are crooked.
My ears, I think, are at different heights. So I think that's, and I
don't know. But
I'm thinking my face is higher up than this.
I'm going to have to drive to Metairie and get them, because this is making me crazy. So they can adjust my glasses so that my crooked eyebrows will look straight and my glasses. But did you notice on my, I have to get Robin to put a different picture. It's so funny because she put my picture in my intro, and it has my crooked glasses, y'all. I want to say, Robin, you couldn't see them crooked glasses, and I can't complain. She did that part for free for me, but it was funny.
Maybe we could try it. Oh, we can't anymore.
I can give her a new picture, and I'll see maybe if she can enter the new picture.
Maybe.
Oh my God, no shakes, y'all. Go to Sonic, Jennifer. Go to Sonic. They always have chocolate shakes, but just beware they make them thick. So you might have to eat it first until it melts a little.
Oh, that sounds good.
That sucks, Jennifer. I'm sorry. I
I'm
know
sorry.
you want a chocolate shake. Little dog.
I never used to buy chocolate shakes. I always wanted the vanilla for some reason, and I like chocolate ice cream, which is weird.
I like chocolate ice cream and pour milk in it.
I think I would like one of those. I think I would like the Jamocha thing. That's why I didn't want to know that existed.
Oh, from the Arby's. I bet it's
Yeah,
expensive. Arby's is expensive. Is it expensive, Belle?
I'm sure that I'm sure it's expensive. Everything is
Yeah.
expensive.
I like, and it's not that high. I can get a large frozen mocha with whipped cream from Dunkin' Donuts. I don't like their donuts. Sorry, Dunkin', you get crappy donuts. But
I hate
their
donuts. They
frozen
came out
mocha
like
is to die for. It is so good. Oh, it's good.
I'm going to
Good,
tell you
good, good.
something. Mr. Woozy and I went to a Dunkin' Donuts once, and the donut was so stale, and that he bit into it, and he said, "This is a piece of wood," and he threw it on the he threw it down, and he said, "They are dead to me," and we have never been back.
Well, wait, when we have Dunkin' Donuts, it's fairly new here. So this guy that works with my husband, he went to get jelly donuts. And he got where he was going, and there was no jelly in the donuts. So he brought them back.
Did they
And
not want to take them back?
they gave him another dozen. And those didn't have jelly in them.
Come on. It's insane. Okay, now Mr. Woozy likes his jelly donuts with the granulated sugar. And I said, jelly donuts have to have powdered sugar. And we have this like thing going on.
Okay,
I'm like,
yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. Our Dunkin' Donuts has a happy hour. And you get like, I think 99 cents, you get a small or medium coffee or a frozen or whatever you want. Pam says she used to work at Dunkin' Donuts.
There was
the story she gets.
we had a place called Au Bon Pain, and it was across from the hospital. Unfortunately, when my mother was getting her treatments, we were bored and we were depressed, so we ate a lot. And when they had a happy hour and everything was half price, oh my god, the cookies there were so good. I would buy like a dozen cookies and hand them out to people.
Right.
But I ate like a lot of them. Oh my god, so good. But we call Au Bon Pain. We go, ow, bone pain. It's
right.
It's spelled like pain. So
Belle says the Boston cream donuts at Dunkin' are good. I don't know, Belle. I used to love. We had a place called the Donut Hole, and they closed because Ida took them out. So they're open in Hammond, I think now. But where did Mama and I go? A racetrack, and they had donuts. They had, I don't know if it was their donuts or what. And we bought donuts, and yes, I was on keto and I cheated, and they were delicious. So, and they charge you whether they're filled or not filled. So,
did you ever go to a Duck Donuts? They have
what?
they make everything to order, and it's in a way it's a pain in the ass because you have to like say, okay, I want and you go like, well, my favorite there was they have a maple. Well, you get a plain donut with like maple, and then they put bacon on it. It's really good. It's
Belle, they didn't have cake donuts, girl. The donut holes was good, and then they have one called Cafe Perique the other way. Now that's some good donuts. Yeah, racetrack is good. Dunkin', what she said, Dunkin' Donuts seem to have shrunk. I don't know. I don't buy donuts.
They do. I agree. And Krispy Kremes are very tiny, in my opinion. I love
Krispy Kremes, especially when the sign is going hot.
We don't have a Krispy Kreme outlet like a store here. So occasionally a supermarket will have them. And by the time the supermarket gets them, they're stale and tiny and not that special, honestly. I never got the Krispy Kreme thing. What do you like?
She's got a Dunkin' Donuts, but she's never been there either. Now we have a PJ's coffee.
Wait. What did she say she did? I gotta go back to the
She,
comments.
she said they have a Dunkin' Donuts, but she's never been there.
Maybe Pam just doesn't go out a lot. That's
I don't think so.
probably
We
fine.
used to have Mr. Donut. Yeah. So we had two locals. Apparently Belle didn't like the donut hole. Now I didn't like donut hole's king cakes because their cream cheese just felt like it was it was like a Bavarian cream almost. It wasn't like cream cheese. So Dunkin' Donuts, Belle. So and then we used to have this bakery called Dim's Bakery. And
Dim?
oh my God, Dim, Dims, Dim's Bakery. They had the best cakes. I used to buy my kids cakes from there, and
But the lighting wasn't good.
Huh?
But the lighting wasn't good when you.
Oh, the lighting wasn't good when I said that.
You said dims, so I said,
Dim's.
but the lighting wasn't good.
No, it was
They
Dim's
had
Bakery.
good stuff, but you couldn't really tell what you
Oh my
got.
God, the cakes, their donuts were to die for. Kind of like Krispy Kremes. It was so soft. But then they went out of business and Cafe Perique, I think, bought their recipes and stuff.
Okay.
And it opened across the street. And they have delicious donuts. But Ida kind of
Do you have a Paris baguette near you?
What?
I think it's a chain. Paris baguette.
No.
And they have mostly pastries and cakes. The cakes are expensive, like $45 for a tiny cake.
Mm-hmm.
But the little pastries are kind of high priced too, but they're so good. They have some really good.
We have this little lady who makes cakes near us, and it's called Two Sisters, and she does it from home. And oh my God, she has the best cakes, the best king cake you will ever put in your mouth. Oh my God.
We had a store near here called Dick's Liquors, and I thought,
what was it called?
It was like the most and then their name was DIX Liquors. So, but the sign was like Dick's Liquors, and I'm like Dick's Liquors.
And that was a donut shop?
No, it was a store that sold like alcohol and beer. But do
y'all have La Madelines? I think that's something just local here. But it's in Metairie. I mean, that's the closest we have that I know of, and they have the best chicken Caesar salad that you would want. I haven't tried their pastries, but Mr. Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently they used to have a huge neon sign that said Dick's Liquors, and now they they changed their name to Dick's. They said like Dick's, like spirits and liquors. Like they added another thing to it, so it didn't. Someone probably pointed out to them and said, "Do you really want to have a sign that says Dick Liquors? Like, come on, like."
Right. Cheryl says she's been the best donut she's ever had was from Planet Donuts on 7th Avenue in Manhattan. Sounds yummy, but I don't plan to go back to Manhattan. But that's good to know. If I know somebody who's going to Manhattan, I'll tell them stop by there. Jennifer's laughing. Now that we're on the subject of donuts, now I really want a donut.
Cheryl, it would be that donut would cost
drove far and was late for work.
$50. It costs so much money to go to Manhattan. It would be like $50 just to get a donut, and then it's crazy. Well, and maybe even 75.
But I guess if you bought the Boston donuts, you can smooth it over, Cheryl.
If I didn't take public transportation, it could probably cost me over $100 to go get that donut. It's crazy.
Belle says we're making her hungry. Belle, you missed it. I was eating a crumbled. The phone call I got. The cakes I delivered. She said they're kind of dark, huh? I'm like, if you don't want them, give them back, and I won't charge you. I'll keep them. And I don't want to say nothing on here, but
don't say keep them. Just say bring them back. Because
I told her I could make her some more if she wanted, but because I had to use a different thing, they were darker, but they were fine. I even mentioned that to Garrett last night. I'm like, they're kind of dark, but they felt fine.
Maybe you could get a new pan, and
those are new pans.
Oh no,
I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
I know. Oh no, is all I'm gonna say.
I know.
Maybe you
anyway.
got bum pans. Like, I mean, I don't mean bum. I mean like
No, I
broken.
know.
Like maybe the like factory. Maybe they gave you a.
They're
Like maybe
supposed to
the
be
guy who was
non-stick, but
sprinkling the non-coat was
oh
like
God, dog.
off duty that night.
I know you only weigh 10 pounds, but you're getting heavy.
10 pounds can feel like a lot when you're lugging it around in
Yeah.
your like pocketbook or something.
Mm-hmm. And when I put her up here, I just tend to want to rock her.
I'm telling you, just
I'm
holding
gonna
this.
call the
I
psych
have a new
hospital for
iPad
me.
that's the old-fashioned size, that's big and heavy, and I feel like my hands ache every night just from holding this thing up.
Cheryl says she doesn't have one in years. She doesn't commute anymore. She retired, and that's nice.
It is nice.
So
Yeah,
all right, we're gonna see if anybody has any suggestions. Susie and I are looking for rustic crafts to do. I want to make some crafts to put in my.
I almost spent $40 to make 40 things, and I thought that's. I mean, I'm not going to say that that's a lot, because if I was selling them, I probably would sell them for a lot more than $40. But it just seemed like a lot to lay out if I didn't know that I liked doing that craft. And then what would I do then?
Well, there was this lady who had, and if anybody wants to do this, who doesn't live near us. No, I'm just kidding. I can't steal her craft and put it in my booth because she has them in her booth. But it was so flipping cute. So she took a teacup and she has it sideways glued to it. And then she has a utensil that is kind of bent in half as the holder in the handle of the cup. And then she puts a little sachet of bird seeds in it. And she hangs them, and she drills a hole like in the spoon, and then she bends it, and it goes through the handle of the cup, which is glued to the saucer.
And then wait. So when she drills the hole in the spoon, what's that for?
To hang it.
Oh, okay.
So
but why can't you just hang it from like a zip tie in the cup handle? No,
I guess you could, but it was cute. Like she took a spoon and she painted it white, and she had a hole drilled in like the spoon part, the eating part of the spoon, and it's bent in half, so it hooks through here. And oh shit, that went my earring. So it hooks through here, and then the hole, that's where you hang it to your tree or whatever, because if not, you wouldn't be able to hang it. I guess you could put a string on here on the cup itself.
Yeah,
but it was cute with the
maybe yeah, I'm just saying maybe she just wanted another component.
Yeah, but it was really cute. And then
fancy.
she adds a little, those little organza bags, and she had one of those full of birdseed.
That's adorable. It probably will attract mice to the store.
It was adorable, but I can't
tell her
use
that
it because she has them in our booth already. But that's an adorable idea.
I'm telling you, it's going to attract mice to the store. Organza.
I mean, they're hanging. They're hanging, but they're hanging high.
Okay.
But they were cute. I think she had them in a plastic bag, and then she had them stuffed in a little organza bag.
I want to tell you, I put my birdseed.
She had it kind of hanging out in there.
My birdseed attracts bears in my area, and I put it inside my enclosed porch, I'll say, and then mice used to come and try to eat the birdseed. So I don't want the birdseed in my enclosed porch. I mean, since we sealed up that one door, that one panel that got destroyed during Ida, there have been, I'll say, less of a presence of animals, which is nice. But Tony says, I can't believe that they came from there. And I'm like, apparently they did. I would see like mice on my deck. So why wouldn't there? Anyway, so I'm scared to keep that bin in my garage or in my driveway. I'm afraid bear are going to come.
Right.
What would you guys do?
I could sell them online. I could sell them on Etsy since it's it would be considered handmade. That would be cute.
You could make it a different way, and you could do different configurations of things. If you go on Pinterest, you can see different things that people do with like broken silver plated things and tea sets, and you could combine things and you could make bird houses and bird feeders and
Mm-hmm.
all sorts of stuff like that.
Right.
And if people like that kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
squirrels eat the bird seed, stop hanging bird seed.
Now
Oh,
we
okay.
do have another. Well, that same lady actually, she takes broken brooches and she makes like Christmas trees,
Oh,
like
I
you know,
saw those.
green
Those are kind of
or
cute.
flowers or whatever. They're really, really pretty. I mean, not my thing, my style to hang in my house, but it would
Yeah.
be cute in like in a little girl's room or you know, it's cute.
I I I have a different I saw people do different things. Like they've taken broken brooches and or, pieces of brooches and
Uh-huh.
earrings and they made like a wedding bouquet out of it. I've
Mhm.
also seen I said I wanted to do a bling tree, and then
Right.
I said it live to someone else, and then they did the bling tree. They bought like one of those kind of, I want to say, I don't even think they have them anymore, but back in the day, Dollar Store used to have better stuff, and they had these little trees that weren't that
Mhm.
full, which is
Right.
perfect actually for hanging jewelry off
That'd be
because you
cute for
want to
like
show the
earrings.
jewelry.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Somebody made a primitive tree out of the spruce pipe cleaners and a dowel that was going up and down into they put a piece of wood, they drilled a hole, put a dowel in it that was like, let's just say a foot and a half tall or maybe 2 feet tall, and then
Mhm.
they tied the spruce like pipe cleaner
Right.
things on it so it looked like a Charlie Brown tree, but then
Right.
they hung ornament like
Mhm.
very light ornaments, I'm gonna say, like things like
Right.
they were all very, very, very lightweight. And
You know,
she hung stuff on that. And it was
right.
kind of
You know
cool
what I'm
looking
thinking I could
in a
do?
Charlie Brown way.
Right. You know, my little owl who has a broken branch. Where is he? You know, this little owl that I showed you. Well, he's all cockeyed now. Oh, his head goes that way. Anyway, I can make an ornament out of him. His little tree. I can't sell him because half his tree branch is broken. But
Absolutely. You can make an
cute,
ornament out of him
that
and
would be a cute ornament. That's
or
a
you or you can hang him in a brooch scene or a jewelry scene or something.
yeah, like do like a tree
You could
limb
make like
kind of
you
thing.
could take wire and make the tree and
Right.
then put that on the tree. And
And
then
when, pray tell, am I going to have time to do that? Now,
right.
Donna's daughter Heather makes wind chimes out of broken jewelry.
Mm, I've always wanted to make a wind chime with like beads and jewelry and like
Mhm.
old spoons. And I've talked about that. And I have like some old silverware. Some old lady gave me a bag of silverware. She thought it was her good stuff. It really isn't good. Sorry, but but it's kind of neat. Like I don't know how much like how people used to get like their silver plate for like their wedding
Mhm.
stuff, and I know that my I think I only have 2 sets, but somebody didn't use their silver plate, and
Mhm.
it's like almost perfect condition. It looks
Right.
perfect. And my mom used it like only a few times.
Mhm.
But the stuff that lady gave me, I would gladly drill holes into that
Mhm. Right.
because it's not
You
good at
would.
all.
A keychain would be cute too. You can make keychains out of it because you can buy a
See,
whole bag of the little keychain
a lot.
component.
I saw people have like crafts where they cut off the spoon or the fork part from the
Sean,
handle part, and they did things with the handle parts and different things with the other parts. It's like you could, if you're creative, you could do a lot of things
Mhm.
with things. I mean, turn stuff. I like upcycling,
Yes.
but like you say, I need space and I need to find my tools, and it would be kind of like you're
Right.
saying, when would you do it? You clear out an hour of your life and you
Mhm.
make crafts. And then if you like doing it, you do it for 2 hours.
Yeah, I do. You know, that used to relax me, but I feel stretched. Like, so let's talk about anybody who else is resellers in here. I know Belle is. Cheryl, are you? Pam, are you? Jennifer, I know Jennifer is because Jennifer does jewelry on Etsy. And Jennifer, you ought to drop your store link and drop your buy me a milkshake link. I know you don't like to, and I don't know how to do it from here. So somebody can drop Jennifer's link. But anyway, I forgot where I was going. Oh, So yeah, G is so Pam resells.
He has tools. He
Well,
can
I
help.
told my husband I wanted tools for Christmas, but anyway, so getting back. So now I have the booth. I have eBay. I try to start cross posting. I found the mother load of really nice shoes the other day for $2 a pair. And so I put those on eBay,
I was gonna
Posh,
say,
and
stop telling people what you
I
pay for
know
stuff.
it doesn't
Stop
matter.
it.
I do those in my haul videos.
Just say what you sold stuff for, not what you pay.
So anyway, and I'm just feeling stretched with everything. So I even considered giving up eBay and just doing the booth. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I wouldn't.
I'm torn. I
gonna-
love eBay, but I just don't have time to list lately.
I'm gonna tell you this. I know you like it, and that doesn't mean you should shut it down entirely. But if you had probably like, oh, I see a dog coming. If you incoming. If you had like 2 or 3 booths, then that would totally take up more of your
Right.
time, and you would still be able to do the fun stuff, like I said, like shopping, and that's what's fun, going to yard sales and shopping, right?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. The Dawns is just once a month that Johnny's going to do that. So that's not bad. I would like to do more auctions. And I don't know. I would just like to do more auctions and then maybe I wouldn't have to do eBay. I don't know.
I'm
I
gonna
want
say this, but
I'd
these
like to make
auctions,
enough to supplement my fees and to make if I could make $500 a month, I would be happy.
auctions are a lot of work.
I know they are.
A lot
But
of work,
you
or
don't
like
have to
not a
list.
lot of profit. Usually, for me, it
Mhm.
wasn't a lot of profit. It was
Yeah.
just like clearing out stuff. But you know, I don't know what to tell you. Some people ask for. I remember back in the day when there was one jewelry person, and she also sold stones. She would ask for money, good money. She once had a jewelry box, and she said, "I'm putting this in it." And as you kept like bidding higher, she kept putting nice things in the drawers and in the thing. And eventually, it was like a stack, and she got like about $1,000 for it. So
No.
and
But
I
I don't
did.
do a
I
lot
never
of jewelry. I
got
mostly buy
much like
brooches. So I could put those on eBay. And yeah, they are long tail. And I haven't been listing on Etsy. So I'm gonna try to put that. Maybe it'll pay me to do list perfectly where it'll just pull them all over. But that's another $30 a month.
there's
But I don't really,
there's a
I like
honeymoon
to sell glass.
there's a honeymoon period of auctions where it's really fun and exciting, and then it gets to be like, I don't know, all of a sudden it seemed to be like there were 10 auctions going on of people you even knew at the same exact time and everybody was, it was so hard to get a crowd even to come in. I don't know. It like Jennifer said last time, if you do it yourself and you do it a lot, like you'll have your own followers. But how many fans would you have? 5, 10, 20? Would you get to be like 100? That would be fantastic. You'll make money then.
Right. I don't know about Whatnot, Pam. It's when I first looked at Whatnot, it seemed like a lot of baseball cards, comic books, that kind of stuff. So I didn't know if it would work for glass. I mean, I don't even know how it works. I guess I need to.
Oh, was that the online auctioning stuff?
Yeah, the Whatnot. I know Victoria is doing it.
Do you know what I saw last night? They had live auctions from Poshmark's closet. Like people were selling stuff from their closet live. And I thought that was different. So did they get their commissions because they were doing it through like they were showing
people could see what was on and buy it on Poshmark? I don't know how that would work.
It had to be bought through Poshmark's app but I mean, let's just say normally people don't go to her closet, and then all of a sudden, you know, even if 200 people were looking at it, it's a whole lot of a bigger
Yeah.
audience than she would
Yeah.
have gotten otherwise. I mean,
I may start doing an auction, or even if you wanted to flip flop channels, you know, we could do
well,
that.
it would be nice if everybody who's here would just click. Oh, I can't. If I
Yeah,
mean,
you put Susie's
it's
link in.
maybe people could follow me. That would be nice. And
If
then,
anybody's not,
so
Steph hit 1,000. Deborah hit 1,000. Nice.
that's awesome.
Well, my channel is growing very slowly, and I have to admit I haven't been posting regular videos like I used to. So I'm gonna. My husband told me I just need to make a schedule on pen and paper and follow it.
It's so hard when you have like ADD kind of like
I do. I start something and I don't finish it. Like
I definitely have a short attention span, and I have kind of like ADD. And it's hard for me to like, I mean, I can focus on talking to you and talking to people, and I wouldn't mind showing off some of my stuff. It's just hard. I'm going to Tony and I are going to have a business together, and then that'll
thank you,
be
Jennifer.
settled shortly, and
Yeah,
then
you posted your link.
it'll be like I'll be able to do that kind of.
Right.
I want to say with him, only I think he's shy to do stuff live, so I would probably have to be the spokesperson, and then that'll be different. Then
Norton wants something.
Norton really does want something, and I'm surprised the man who's downstairs is not paying attention to him. I think he needs to go out to urinate or something. Tony, sorry,
You need 3 for 300. I
right
don't understand
now.
that, Jennifer.
You might not want
Can you? How's TikTok going, Suzy? You have. Oh yeah, Sean wants to know, why is Miss Suzy not making lives anymore on TikTok?
Okay, I used to do lives at night when Tony would go back to his house, and now he's staying here. So he's been staying every night. So I'm actually pretty much living with my husband. It's like sounds funny. It's so funny to even say I have a husband to me. It's been a month. And he only said call a lawyer once, but it was a joke. It was really he didn't mean to get a divorce.
Oh, lawyer.
He meant like to like debate.
That's a good one. Maybe I'll tell Garrett that one day. Oh my god.
We were debating over like the center line of some Christmas, Halloween decorations we were hanging, and I said I needed to be more symmetrical or completely weirdly asymmetrical. And it's like either way would be fine. So it started to become symmetrical, and I go, well, it's not really symmetrical. It has to be either, like I said, really even. And he goes, call the lawyer. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, are we getting a divorce? He meant like to debate, like, what's the center point of a string of lightning?
Yeah. Well, Belle, I think that's awesome that you've got that far already, because I'm only at 3 something. But I may start them even though I'm like at 2 something. I don't know. It's growing slow. But
what
do you mean you need 3 for 300? I'm slow on the uptake, honey.
I know a lot of people who did auctions when they were not monetized. It's monetization is, it's kind of like, I want to say to you, if you're gonna go live dumpster diving, you will get your 1,000 people quickly, and you will get monetized. But during your lives, I've asked plenty of people who are monetized and do their lives. They say they make about $2 to $5 often on our live. So it's not exactly like, if you have people sponsoring you or subscribing to you, it's different. But like, it's not a huge income generator. It's sometimes if you sell your stuff, that might give you an audience to sell it. But the actual live itself is not a whole lot of money. And it's a lot of time to make $5, because you have to probably be live for like 2 hours.
Yeah, right.
because
I might try it. I don't know. I
well,
just
what are
feel
you gonna
like
try? I was thinking
oh
about
no 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 not oh
about
no
like
I knew you were
the
talking about it.
monetization.
I'm definitely going to do the auction thing. I
Well,
am.
I'll also doing the buy it now videos are pretty cool because if you have stuff and then the people who write in the comment first will get it.
Right. I did one and I deleted it.
Well, I know. I remember when you
It
deleted.
sounded stupid, so I deleted it.
Just
But
do it again and
I will.
advertise it.
Maybe I'll do that later today after
Or
I mail
you could
Jesus
even do
off.
it
I'll let you go.
on Facebook. You could do it on, or what was that website you were saying? Like you can make a website at, is it Shopify?
Oh, Shopify and Spotify.
No, Spotify is music. Shopify
Okay,
is shopping.
Shopify. Does anybody have a Shopify account?
Well, apparently, I mean, some people. Who was
That
it?
does cost money too.
I don't know how that works at all, but I know like there's like
It's
a
like your own website.
one of these big websites like Poshmark started out, or I'm not saying it is Poshmark, but one of them started out on a Shopify thing because it's a way to deal with like the billing aspect, like the way to like connect to have the appropriate sales taxes being taken out. I don't know. That's a lot of work.
Well,
when you're like
I have
legitimate.
Yeah, I have an accountant and I just send them the reports and they do, which she asked me for a report.
I get it. But you know, basically though, when you're selling through eBay or you're selling through Poshmark or you're selling through Macari, they will do that. Like they will deduct like the taxes that each state might have. Like I know in New Jersey, if you buy clothing here, there's no sales tax on clothes up until $250, or unless it's considered a specialty like rain gear, let's say. For some reason, why can't you buy a raincoat and not have it be like tax free? But if you just bought a coat, it's tax free if it's less than $250.
Right. Well, I only have to collect tax if I sell to somebody in Louisiana. So, and I use PayPal. So they generate your reports and stuff for you, and you can add the sales tax in there. That's right, Jennifer, do it. She's good at encouraging everybody else, but she won't do it. You can do it with us, Jennifer.
I was gonna say, Jennifer, let's do a jewelry auction.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Well, y'all can do jewelry out of glass, like small glass.
Well, but you see, Jennifer's known for jewelry, so it might be good if you could sell all your brooches and stuff.
Yeah, I could.
I mean, it could just be a thing.
My brooches bombed at Johnny's. I mean, they really bombed. Maybe my price was too high. I asked $5 a piece for them. So
you just have to have the right kind of. Maybe people are broached out. Remember they were having those brooch wars like a year ago? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot for something. But that's mostly what I buy, or I will buy vintage jewelry. So we'll see.
You could just.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think it was too high though, but I only sold 2 out of
That's not too high.
I sold 2 out of the 15 that I had.
That's really actually inexpensive. I mean, a lot of times people will say, like, I don't have access to yard sales like some people do, and I don't have access to inexpensive thrift shops. But a lot of people who are getting brooches for 25, 50 cents and less than $1 said that, you know, any day of the week they could I'm talking about a year ago's Chit Chat. We're saying like they could list them on eBay and get between like $14 and $25. And I was thinking, well, that's good. That's a good term.
Oh, I was just getting ready to call you, send you to. I'm sorry. I was just getting ready to send Thomas a text to get.
It was a good flip. That's a good. I mean, it's not bad. But like when you're getting something for, let's say, $4 and people don't want to pay more than $6, you know, it's not worth the effort to try to like, you have to curate, you have to like sell it and then you have to pack it up and ship it. It's like
Okay.
it's not worth $2.
Yeah, Jennifer says she has other stuff besides jewelry.
Oh, okay.
So you want to do that, Jennifer? I'll message you later.
I would like to sell some of my clothes, but
Oh,
I
Jennifer,
can't
it's
sell
not
them.
hard to ship. Do you have like I get packing paper from Sam's and the small bubble. I wrap it in small bubble and I pack it with at least an inch. I know they say 2 inches, but I pack my paper tight so that the thing doesn't move. And if I'm doing multiple glasses, I pack it very tight so that they don't move to hit each other. And I mean, I get a lot of compliments on my packing. And I mean, I'll help packing.
You see where you
I
are
mean, long distance
Dawn.
help you pack it.
Dawn.
What?
In your shop, you get no reception at all.
I know.
I mean, it looks like an impressionist painting or something. Right where you are now, do a video how I pack my glass and
Right.
get it filmed appropriate and just how to pack glass so it won't break during shipping.
Well,
And that,
actually,
that
if
could
I'm
be
doing
that could be like a breakout video, but like a
right.
million people.
Actually, my pre-recordeds look okay. So I would have to, do it as a pre-recorded, and then I could do it at my
Right,
shop.
that's
It'll be
true.
fine. Yeah.
Well,
I just have
I'm
to.
telling you, if you make a generic how to pack glass so it won't break, people might you could get like 1,000 views overnight. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I may do that.
Probably not, but maybe over the course of a year, you might have a runaway video.
Okay, Jennifer. So
Now, that's a way that some people could make money by if you're monetized and then you have a video that gets like 1 million views, then you could make some money on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I mean,
heard
it's not
Crazy Lamp
a
Lady
to
makes
retire
good
on, but you can
money
make.
on YouTube.
We're talking at the same time. I didn't hear what you said because I was talking.
I said, I heard Crazy Lamp Lady makes good money on her videos and others too. But
all right,
a
clue was that she.
You want to poke your head?
She had her drop times, like she knew, like I drop my videos at 8:00, and it's every Tuesday and Thursday, and people wait for them, and
Jennifer,
it was very,
look.
very consistent.
I was telling Jennifer she can go to Wawa's and get boxes. Our Walmart has boxes, Jennifer, for a decent price. The little, like for your jewelry, you can do like the little 6x6 boxes. You can even put them in padded envelopes. That's what I do. I wrap them, put them in a little bag. I wrap them like pretty thick with bubble, and then I put them in a padded envelope. But I did good. I bought a whole bunch of bags.
4x7s are usually really reasonably shipped on pirate ship. I think they won't take them 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think a 4x7 is about the smallest shipping bubble envelope that they will ship. I sometimes bent like my 8s in half and then I wrapped, which is technically cheating, but I never got busted.
Right. Well, I definitely I don't know. I made out good at that dollar deal store when I found all those bags. So that's what I really go there. Yesterday I bought acrylic risers to put in my booth, and there was 2 in a pack, so I got them like 50 cents a piece. So I bought a good bit of those. And yeah, who's she? She does. She does daily videos.
Is she talking about the Crazy Lamp Lady?
Jocelyn. Yeah, Jocelyn makes daily videos now. I don't get to watch them as often as I should. But
let me ask you a question.
Like now.
There was a time when I watched her a lot. And then all of a sudden I got kind of like, I started watching somebody else. And then so I kind of might stick with somebody for a few months. And then I mean, there is some people I mean, like Victoria's, I go on every time I'm awake. I mean, I don't skip it if I'm awake. But
well, it's hard to give everybody love. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. And then like there's a woman, Vivian Tries, and I just enjoy her personality. So I like watching her videos. But I mean, the other day I was watching this guy, like he was doing like calf hoof maintenance on cows. And
I watch
even
those. Yeah, those are so
yeah,
satisfying. Anybody watch the hoof maintenance on the cows? Oh my god! And
but what's that
and
guy
the
on?
birth
Was he on
and the birth
YouTube or
goat.
was he on TikTok? Because I was watching like all of the videos last night, like
Right,
in a row,
job.
and I'm thinking, I never knew that all this went on. And it was very satisfying to watch him help these.
It is.
He would put like little pads on like one hoof so that they could stand
Mhm.
on it, and then he would like take care of
Right.
the
Yeah.
other one that
I
like.
learned a lot from Jocelyn, Jennifer. I usually don't comment on the videos, but I do watch them. And I haven't watched since she had the baby. I think I watched one,
None of
but I know she did a bunch of pre-recordeds while she was out having the baby so that she can have enough to do.
when I was shopping around a lot in thrift shops, I watched her a lot because she gave up a lot of like good information about like
Mhm.
what sells better for her than others. And Kat also, Nurse Flipper, she's very informative if you want to learn about what sells. But
Mhm.
watching her a few times, you can then learn how to like look
Mhm.
up things that sell well yourself, because she teaches you to like say, don't. I usually, when I shop on eBay, will go to like the least expensive and
Mhm.
ship price combined, and then I start that way. But she
Right.
does the other way to see,
Mhm.
like she'll go to the solds and look at the highest
Right.
prices. And
Yeah. So yeah, Kat the nurse flipper has been doing some great videos, teaching videos, or I don't know if you call them teaching, on the
educational.
highest of what sold. Like she did teacups, she did brooches, she did pictures. I'm
I,
trying to think of other ones she's done. So those are some really great videos to watch. And
I
then
I agree.
Jocelyn is very informative when you're watching her video. When she's at the store, she'll tell you maybe what it's worth. And now in her video, she's telling you what's sold, like in the video, and then she'll pop it up there if she sold it.
I really think that she was the reason why our Goodwills went up in price, like, and everything like went up to eBay prices. I think people were watching her videos and saying, "Oh, we're letting stuff go way too cheap," and all of a sudden,
I don't know if that's who she is, Jennifer, but I watch her all the. She's got the big sheep farm. Oh my god, I watch that all the time.
I watch a lady on TikTok who has a deer farm.
Uh-huh.
It's a milkshake
She
withdrawal.
says it's okay with the typos, Jennifer. We know you're jonesing for milkshake withdrawals.
Well, if you can like have ideas for videos and keep coming up every day and have
Yeah.
a huge following. I mean, she has a huge following because she did that meetup seminar thing, and
Mm-hmm.
people come to want to meet her.
Yeah.
Who was the woman who you
She
said
comes on
just
every
bought?
Tuesday night. And she
She
has the guests.
Who was that woman
You
you
know.
used to watch? Lindsay,
Yeah. But
and now
Lindsay bought her own dollar deals or whatever you want to call them
but she
stores.
used to do like she used to be pretty informative too. But she was another reason why people started doing, I think, like retail arbitrage at dollar stores and
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that.
she said that she quit because everybody was doing it and, giving her secrets because everybody was doing it and then it was saturated. Yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah, it does happen. It does happen. And then, you know, there's a lot of people in my area that try to sell off antique stuff, so or collectibles. And I tend to see the same names over and over on like the marketplace and on our next door app. Everybody, it's a green N. You can sell for free, no charge. They
Oh,
don't take
yeah.
commission. You could list like 30 things for a month, and then they might delete them. I don't know how it really works 100% with that. But then you could relist, and a lot of people are putting glass collectibles and anything. I mean, anything from like plastic cups
Mm-hmm.
to electronics,
Right.
tools,
I was looking for the
furniture.
you know who I
Any
used to watch all the time is the little couple from Canada. Oh my God. The Barons, I think that's what they're called. And they would do garage sales all the time.
Jennifer, get a blender, some chocolate ice cream, and some kind of like milk, chocolate milk, and a little syrup. Make your own milkshakes. It's easy.
I was trying to look for the app to see the name, but I can't find it.
You get a quart of chocolate milk, a half, well, it isn't a half gallon anymore, whatever, like a big container of chocolate ice cream. 5 seconds, you got a good one.
Mm-hmm. She says she needs a shake really bad. Jennifer, take the ride to Sonic.
Just go to the
If
supermarket.
it's that bad, go to McDonald's, girl.
You can mix it up with a spoon if you need to, if you don't have a blender.
Uh-huh. What is the name of that app?
Did you ever like used to take a bowl of ice cream and then like just like kind of churn it in yourself to make it like soft?
Right. Sean had this little thing, and I want to say it was from McDonald's, and it was like a little beater on the top of it and fit in the cup. And when you turn it, it would make a milkshake for you. He used to bring it to me all the time when he was little. Wendy's has Frosty. Yes, they do.
I
And
like
their
Wendy's.
strawberry tastes crappy.
Did you ever try? Oh, it was crappy, you said?
Yes.
I didn't try
It looks
it.
pretty. It looks pretty. Bargain Barons. Yes, Jennifer. I love them. You know what, Cheryl? It depends on who makes it. Sometimes it's delicious and sometimes it's like disgusting. Yes, Curiosity Inc. is good too.
I don't even know.
Hashtag all these people, right?
I don't know Curiosity Inc. at all.
He does sometimes, if I'm not mistaken, Jennifer, tell me if I'm wrong. He does house clean outs and he has this shop and then he sells all the stuff. Wendy's Frosty, yes. Good what? Frappes?
Yeah, our Wendy's have or they used to have a coffee shop. A lot of them had coffee shop type centers. And I think after COVID, like a lot of them kind of shut that part of it down because I think like their goal was to have people just hang out and drink these expensive, I mean, more expensive than their usual product, but like cheaper than Starbucks. And I used to like to get the sugar-free vanilla coffees, I think, because that's the only one they had sugar-free.
Frosties is not like a Wawa shake.
I never had a Wawa shake. How good is it?
It must be good for Jennifer to go almost every day, right?
Do they make vanilla shakes that are good? Because I would not usually pick a chocolate. I would pick a vanilla.
Garrett likes vanilla. I like chocolate.
Now you're making me want to try a shake. No, I'm okay. I'm not really in the mood right now.
Wawa close to you? Oh, he sold the shop. Okay. That's the Curiosity. So does he just do like eBay or online or what does he do? I haven't watched him in a long time. This piece of hair is just like making me crazy. It's growing out.
Well,
oh, he's doing clean out now. Yeah, that one clean out I saw him do, it was disgusting, but he found a lot of good stuff.
That's going to be my house right now. It was disgusting, but he found a lot of good stuff.
Well, yeah, me too.
Well, the rooms don't have like
a lot of good stuff.
I bought these bags. They're over here. I'll show you. All right. I bought these on Amazon and they unfold into like a rectangle, but they have a window in the side.
Okay.
So you could put like blankets, towels, sweaters. I'm going to try to put small things in one, medium things in another, and larges and something like that. So that I don't know. I'm going to try to separate, or you could even throw pocketbooks and shoes in them. I bought 12 of them. I was hoping it would help me, but meanwhile, it just feels like it's making everything more bulky. and
Oh. Well, can
and
you
the,
stack them? Can you
well,
stack them?
you could kind of stack them 2 or 3 high, but if they're not 100% filled, they kind of sag a lot. So
Oh,
people say like in the photographs they looked perfectly stackable.
oh, of
Maybe
course.
if you put on the side like some cardboard, it would give it support.
Uh-huh.
But people were saying I could only stack them too high or they started to fall out of my closet.
Right.
I did put some blankets in, I washed
Uh-huh.
some blankets and threw them in and then put them up in the closet. So I knew now like they'll stay
Mm-hmm.
dust free, hopefully. I don't know. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I'm not good enough. I'm not even like organized enough to organize my stuff. I don't even know how. I mean, it's not like it should be that kind of rocket science. And I don't fold well. So
Oh. Well, he's got his hands in a lot of fires, doesn't he?
Jocelyn was the first one I watched for reselling as well. I watched
Me too.
Frank from the dumpster diving guy, and then Scrap Dog, and then I watched Jocelyn, and I watched this other girl who's called Breathcast or something, not like breakfast, but
Mm-hmm.
Breathcast, and she's very sweet sounding,
Mm-hmm.
like the way she talks about like when she dumpster dives, like, oh, it's so neat, I got some good stuff and I
Mm-hmm.
saved it from the dump, like she just
Right.
seems, and she puts stuff in those pantries, and
Mm-hmm.
I like her. I
Yeah.
like I like her.
Yeah. Like you said,
I,
Kathy's got some awesome videos. She makes me hungry.
I watched I watched the woman from New Jersey, the freaking frugal, but her personality is like sort of strong, and I can take her with like little doses. She's a little too much, and I like Kathy too, but she finds too much chocolate. It bugs me. It's like I,
Yeah. Kathy's got a big heart.
she
She
does,
loves those
but
pantries
all
and
those
I
when
love
she
Kathy.
finds the bigs and bigs and bigs of chocolate, I said I just know. I mean, it makes me want to eat chocolate, and I just think like, I can't. I can't believe they throw away so much candy.
I know. Isn't that
It's insane to
terrible?
me.
Give it to somebody, you know.
Well,
And then
the
I guess if they did that,
I
the
I used to rep for some
dumpster divers
dog
would be out
food
of business.
companies before I had dogs, which is sad. And whenever they had a bag that was, I'm going to say, a little bit cracked open, all they had to do was send in the UPC seal to the company. They would get reimbursed,
Mm-hmm.
and then they would throw it in the dumpster.
Right.
And I'm like, why didn't they give the food to a shelter?
Right. Kathy is the best. Yes, she is. And I love it when she goes,
She's
score.
sweet. Yes. And I like that she asks questions to try to get people to make comments. So she's like, what's your favorite chocolate? What's your favorite thing?
All of
What
it.
do you think? Yeah, it's like, okay, should I just make the shorter list of what I don't want to eat? Which is basically like, I'll pass on a white chocolate bar if I have a milk or dark chocolate.
Uh-huh.
But I
Yeah.
will eat it if it's the only thing in my cupboard. There's
We see
basically, I mean, unless it was like probably clove flavored, then I wouldn't eat it.
cloves. Yeah. You see that, Jennifer? You bug everybody else to make videos. You need to make yours. I mean, I know you do your jewelry.
I'd rather make a video of like my dogs running around the yard. That's
There
why
you go.
my
Those go viral.
really.
Mm-hmm.
There was one guy who started TikTok at the same time as me, and his dog. He used to film but his house was very neat and clean, and his yard was very nice and clean. And his dog was very obedient. And I used to like watching his dog's videos and
Mhm.
other golden retrievers too. But my dogs just didn't take Norton. He didn't take off somehow.
Oh, Belle says she got a big score of Kraft mac and cheese, Cheetos mac and cheese, hamburger helper. Wow, those are good. Cherry lime drinks and gardening items. That's cool, Belle.
Like gardening.
My son likes the hot mac and cheese.
Come here. Say hi. How come you didn't make me famous?
Jennifer says she's
How come you're
afraid
not?
to
Look at this face.
dumpster dive. I am too sometimes, Belle. I mean, Jennifer, I feel like they're gonna come and bust me. Now, my daughter, Haley and Becca used to do it all the time
And why did they stop?
because they both ended up getting full-time jobs.
Oh, okay.
I don't want people seeing me in the trash, right, Jennifer? Sean, let her in, please. Bella.
I wonder if there's like freegan. They call it. That's the first time I ever heard of anybody. Freegans, like it's like vegans, but with free. They
Bella
have.
says, I'll protect you, Dawn.
They have.
Good
They
to
have
know.
free. They have free cycles in almost a lot of towns in the United States, and I think it's a Google type organization, and people will say the first person to claim it will get it, and they give away like exercise equipment or anything. Like they've given away vases and all sorts of stuff people give away, like bags, clothes, shoes they're not wearing, and people take it. And then some people say, I'm in search of something. And like if you said, I need a coffee table, people might actually say, oh, I'll give you my coffee table. And you're like, thank you. I got a free coffee table.
Right. I
Yeah,
gotta
that's
get out
hard.
there.
Getting in and out.
You know what? I might do a video on redoing that thing outside. That
Okay, that's cool.
Because
definitely do it before and after.
Right, just your arm, hand, or grabber.
Okay, I don't even know where my grabber went, but I had a grabber for a while.
I have a really nice grabber that Garrett had got when I had my brain surgery. I used it.
Where is it?
I don't know. You have it?
No. If I did, I would.
Some people you can use like a gaffing hook or something too, or something. If you're not afraid of piercing.
They got this guy who makes. Well, I haven't watched him in a while. He's from Texas, and he says, "See what rich people throw away," and he not dumpster, garbage can picking from rich people in Texas. I can't remember his name, and he finds some good. One was like this: somebody must have threw their wife or girlfriend out because it was full of women's stuff. Just and I mean, nice stuff, shoes and boxes, and yeah.
There was somebody I was watching got a Tiffany clock on the side of the road in a fancy neighborhood when they had big garbage. A Tiffany clock they just threw out. Tiffany's. I'm like, they're crazy. Maybe they didn't know it was Tiffany.
She does it during the day. Day, Jennifer.
That's usually the hardest. Like, I'm surprised that people don't come out and,
Texas picker. Okay.
Cuss ya. Like, say, get ahead.
Texas picker. That's his name. Texas picker. And then I used to watch Taco Stacks.
You don't have to. If you need to go somewhere, people just do, go on with their lives.
Okay, cool.
If there's a better time to go, sometimes, like maybe it's 7 a.m. or 10 a.m. or.
Val, you won't hurt my feelings, honey. You can go whenever you need to.
Yeah.
Girl, do what you got to do.
That's what I said.
Don't let us stop you.
Look, Jennifer's in search of milkshakes while we're gone online. We're not insulted. You got to do what you got to do.
Right.
Sometimes you need a milkshake. And
well,
sometimes
girl,
you need to go check your
good stuff.
Yeah.
Let me know what you find.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes in broad daylight.
Huh.
I went with her one time, Jennifer. We tried
I
to do video, but I couldn't. The sun was so bright, I couldn't see the screen. And when I got home to look at the video, it was horrible.
I think that stuff gets addicting too, because a lot of people were
Horrible.
who start out slow keep going with that.
Mhm.
But
I'll
I
take
can't
something off the
imagine
top.
like
Me
the
too, girl.
amount of I want to just say, unless you have like a garage to kind of clean stuff up, or because I wouldn't want to just bring that stuff right into my house. I would want it to be like cleaned off, and
Right.
because there's that, what do they call it? Someone was talking about the bottom of some dumpsters have like rotten milk and
Right. Yeah. You
stinky,
can't
and
dig
I
too
don't
deep.
I
All
don't
right,
want to put like
Belle.
flea eggs in my house and
We
maggots.
won't talk about you, I promise. Yeah, Taco Stacks is awesome too.
Yeah, Taco Stacks finds a lot of. He's not that far from me. I think he lives in the Philly area,
Mhm.
and like a lot of people drive around the Philly area, and they're like, there's the nearby New Jersey towns and getting stuff.
Uh-huh.
He
Yeah.
stopped here one day for a second.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just said hi and then he left. And I was like, Taco Stack. By the time I was telling him I watched him, and I asked him about his dog, he was gone.
Oh,
He just came and said hi.
cool.
It was cool, but it's like,
Well,
ooh.
when I want to do some thrift videos, but I don't want to give my honey hole away. I
You
don't mean to be
cannot,
ugly.
and do not, do not, do not. If
So
you
maybe I'll do
do,
it.
they already got like hip to some of the. They've
Mm-hmm.
just raised their prices. They'll keep raising it. They'll.
Well, my honey hole was selling very cheap, and all of a sudden they started getting higher. And one of the little ladies in the back said it was because people were telling them how cheap they were.
Well, so what? That could be their reason that they sell out every week. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like you
I'm
you
not
might
psychotic or
price yourself
anything.
out of the market.
When I have this dog like this, I feel like I need a rocker.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
tell you though. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like I know they feel like they don't want to leave money on the table, but
Mhm.
by the appeal of it, that people would be lined up is because they are cheap. And if they make it not cheap anymore, it's
Mhm.
gonna be like, I'll go when I go.
Yeah.
And
They had a Odigari, however you say him, um,
don't
tea
spill
set.
it.
And it had the little tea set and it had the creamer and sugar and it was high.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
high for me. Y'all might not think it's high. And it was there so long. Now the top to the sugar bowl is broken. It's sad.
Yeah, I would really be like, because I tend to be a collector of too many things. And
Me too.
I mean, and I would give away food to food pantries and the various, there's like,
Mhm.
they have the little free pantry and like 4 miles away, and there's a couple of food pantries around here, and I would give stuff to them,
Mhm.
but it would be too tempting to want to keep a lot of things that I don't really need, and I can't do that to myself.
So y'all can't dumpster dive where you're at, Jennifer? I think we can. Sometimes Haley said that this one cop would go and tell them they had to get out, and then he kept catching them until finally he's like, "Y'all okay?"
Say that again.
Huh?
What about
Haley
y'all?
used to get caught by this one like security guard, police, whatever, until finally, he would try to tell them they can't be there, and then finally, I think he just kept passing, or he'd ask them if they were okay. So. Cheryl says she too has honey holes. Both prices are going up. One now has a reselling on speed dial, and the prices have increased a whole lot. Yeah, it's sad. Thank God the one thing I buy are still cheap enough which is why I don't like to pay for it because I can usually get it cheap, but they haven't had any for the last few weeks. So, and it's beverage glasses that I like to collect, or not collect, but buy. That's what I started out buying, barware. So And I like clear glass. Apparently, other people
I'm
like
gonna
clear.
have to. I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon because I think my husband might leave me if I. If, I don't mean leave me for good. I just mean for the day if I don't interact with him.
Okay. All right.
Since
Yeah.
he's off of work, I might as well try to make
Take advantage of it. Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right.
Definitely.
So it's almost noon in 2 minutes, in 1 minute. So we should probably wrap it up.
Okay.
Thank you for coming, everybody. That's so fantastic.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
how many people are here? 4?
it's been a great chat. We have 7.
All right, 7.
All right, guys.
And my dog is
Thank
really
you
making
for
fun of noise.
coming.
I have to figure out why he is making this noise. He's probably hungry for lunch.
He's probably hungry and ready to go out. I hear you.
Probably.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all have a blessed
Okay.
day.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Jennifer, let them do it. Bye, Donna. Oops, I
Bye.
forgot I hit 2 buttons.